What's happening, everybody? I appreciate you guys checking in. Happy Sunday. We appreciate you tapping in with us, man. We got quite a bit to talk about. There's a couple topics that were brought up in our Wednesday live, and we basically want to kind of move it over to Sunday. Some people were talking about Thayer Munford, and we're going to talk about Thayer Munford getting moved down to guard, kind of give you our take on it. We also have Dylan Parham that sat out that last day of OTAs. So we definitely want to touch on that, see if that means anything. We'll definitely get my guys' take on that as well as the chat. But we're also going to talk about Christian Wilkins. And obviously we got the news that doctors are recommending that he have surgery, right? And so remains to be seen whether or not he's going to pull the trigger on that. But we're definitely touch on that topic. And then we're going to talk about Tom Brady. Tom Brady and him coming out basically saying that he did not want Sam Darnold. You know, and look, we'll talk about just how real that is and what people really think about that. Obviously, Sam Darnold came off of a pretty impressive season last year, but we ended up with Geno Smith, and we'll kind of chop it up about that. But also, I got two segments. I got to start them, bench them, cut them, and I got a blind top five as well to have a little bit of fun with it. So we definitely appreciate you guys checking in with us. I want you guys to also, if you can, hit that like button, subscribe. Turn on notifications. I got Chris, Protect the Show podcast. Got the Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider. My channel is Real Talk Raider Nation. I'm going to get to the chat in just a second. We're going to let everybody kind of roll through, but we did get hit up by another guy, Jeff, that runs his channel. He's throwing out a GoFundMe for a Raider fan that's out in the nation. His son has been going through some heart surgeries, and we just kind of want to throw the link out there. It's a GoFundMe to kind of help out the family with medical bills and just help them through the process. And so anytime Raider Nation can come together and help out, we definitely want to try to do our part. And our part right now is just try to spread the word a little bit and see if there's anybody out there that could just help out. Because, man, I got 3 kids. We know everybody in the chat and everybody in Raider Nation, you got kids, and it's got to be tough going through it. So we definitely want to help where we can. So we'll put up that link, but we'll let kind of people run through a little bit and join us, but I appreciate everybody in the chat. I'll get to you in a second, but let me get to my guys. Chris, what's going on, brother? I hope the weekend was treating you well, and how you feeling?
It was good, man. Feeling good. You know, I'm just ready for some real football. You know, this is like gonna be a tough 4 weeks, man. You know, we really grasping to try to get content, but you know, we got some stuff to talk about. But overall, everything's good, man. It's hot here in Ohio. It was like in the 90s today, man. So
the 90s, that is too bad, Chris.
I'm
that
just
is
saying,
too bad.
I'm just saying, hey, I'm not arguing with no one who don't got all 4 seasons, okay? You know, so hey, we'll take it though. We'll take it.
That's good shit though. No, hey, I can't be mad too much. It was only 90 degrees out here in the Vegas area, which is crazy. I mean, we went from like 105, 106 to now 90. Whenever you see 90, I take my kids to the park. I get them out the house. They start riding their bikes. My middle daughter, I put a basketball hoop out front, and so I go out and I shoot around, and they just ride their bikes. Like we make sure we get out because you only get maybe a handful of those days throughout the goddamn summer. And so,
well, about a month ago it was snowing, so that just lets you know what I'm dealing with.
That's crazy. But man, I appreciate everybody rocking with us. Severe, Chow, I'm gonna get you in a second. Severe, man, happy Sunday. How you feeling, brother?
Feeling good, man. So my son, he was his 6th birthday on Friday, man. So you know,
happy birthday.
Yes, thank you, man. You know, took him to Knott'sberry Farm to do his thing, and we did a big thing at the park for him too. So you know, he had the time of his life, man. And the weather out here it wasn't terrible. It's 74 degrees, you know.
Must be nice.
Yeah, 74.
Must be nice.
Year-round weather though. That's year-round.
That's year-round. It's 74.
Exactly.
Like, you know, hey.
You don't care. Severe, like to you, what's the weather app? What's the weather? I don't check the weather. It's always going to be 74. That's how it was when I lived in SoCal, man. Until when I moved to Texas, that was the first time I figured out how to check the weather.
I need to, yeah.
I shit you not. I moved to Texas when I was 31, I think 32. That was the first time I ever had to learn how to check the weather. Like I didn't know what the radar was when it came to weather. Because in SoCal, it's 70, 75 degrees all year round. Like
that's insane to me because back in the day, just growing up, you know, because we didn't have phones like that. Like we had to call a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to call a number to get the weather, man.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
wild, man. It was wild.
I-
Some people about, yeah, you ain't call that number.
I didn't call the number, but I know what number you're talking about, though.
He heard about
I know
it.
what you're talking about.
Bro, it was routine for my ass when I moved to Texas. It was routine to wake up and check the weather. It didn't matter what season it was.
Yeah.
Wake up, check the weather, especially in Texas, because certain weather patterns, all of a sudden you might see a tornado coming your way. So like I had to check it out, but I can't complain too much. My ass chose to move to the Vegas area, so I'm sitting in what I chose. So it's on me. I feel bad for my kids. They didn't get to make a decision. And so
only number I was calling was the chat line.
the 1-800, huh? Look at you.
The
Chat line, boy. That's an after hours combo, man. That's
after dark,
hours.
man. It's the after dark combo, 100%. But shit, man, we're gonna let everybody roll in. I'm gonna say what's up to the chat, and then we are going to put up a link for the GoFundMe to kind of help out. When I think Jeff's gonna try to tap in with us, at least in the chat. I didn't have a chance to set it up, and Jeff's gonna kind of let you guys know what's going on, and he'll put the link in there. But we're gonna say what's up to everybody. Chewy, what's going on, man? I appreciate you rolling in with us. Leo, what's happening, brother? What's going on, man? Appreciate you. What's going on, Dre? What's happening? Just Raiders, baby. Jay, what's going on, brother? Good seeing you in the building. My too. Appreciate you rolling up. RDG, what's happening, man? Appreciate you. Good seeing you on this Sunday. LS, what's good? What's happening, man? Comedy is in the building. LS is here. Now we're just
gotta watch what you say now.
I'm telling you, I got to pre-screen the comments before I bring them up with LS. God damn it. Let's see. Let's keep rolling. What up, Roth? What's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling in with us. Dub, what's going on, man? Hey, fire content with Severe, with Chris doing the interviews. And if you guys don't know, week 2, home opener. You guys gonna be there? We gonna be there with Dub Raider.
It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be legit. Hey, and go check out Dub Raider's channel when it comes to his cigars too, man. The breakdown.
Oh yeah. Stogie Nation.
Yeah, if you like cigars, man, go check that out. 100%. And so, Leo, you're saying, Chris, I'm starting to make it. I'm losing something.
Man. You doing something right, baby. You doing something right. Keep it. Exactly. I'm proud of you.
And it's good when you have enough to lose a little bit and you're still okay. So, Leo, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you and your channel. And thanks for rubbing it in. 85. But yes, my parents still live in SoCal, man. I'll tell you right now. They bought the house back in early 80s. So no homes had AC back in the day. It gets hot, man. It gets hot. And so what's going on, Cool Cab? Appreciate you pulling up as well. Rosetown, I see you, brother. Appreciate you rolling through. Guys, make sure you guys stick around for our 2 segments. Start them, bench them, cut them, as well as the blind top 5. We're going to have fun with it. But yeah, SoCal in the building as well. Let's see. Herman Munster, what's going on? What's happening, man? There it is, Jeff. What's going on, man? We'll get you in just a second. Raider Hawaii, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Kevin Lurker, what's happening, man? Appreciate you pulling up. So,
everybody, man.
Chad, if you guys can pay attention, Jeff, put the link to the GoFundMe in the comment section if you can. Put it in there, and then give some details on the situation. Again, guys, it's a fan of the Raider Nation, a guy diehard, a dad. His son's having some heart surgeries going on. I know that I believe he had one on Friday, I believe it was. Got out of surgery. It sounds like, based on Jeff, I've been tapping into yours and basically saying that the surgery was successful. He's doing good. And so just put the link in the chat if you can, but also put a little bit of details as to what's going on. I know that you have a bunch of details in the GoFundMe, but man, any way the Raider Nation can help out with the family, the expenses get crazy, they get live. And so the one thing we can do as Raider Nation is kind of come together and help out families wherever we can. So yeah, Jeff, just throw the link in the chat if you can, and a little detail, and everybody definitely check it out, man. And share it on your social medias if you can too, to kind of help the family. So we got a couple more people rolling through before we get into the topics. OJ Raider, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody kind of rubbing it in on how good the weather is in your area. I appreciate you guys rubbing it in as well. I see it. Jeffrey saying his latest surgery was on Friday, and it was a success to fix the remaining holes in his aorta, because it's part of, I think it's heart surgery, right? So man, he's gonna have a nasty scar growing up, man. So, but good to see that it was successful, and hope it continues to be a success, man. But yeah, put everything in the chat, man. I definitely appreciate it. So
that's crazy. We gotta do stuff like that, man.
It is crazy, man. I could not imagine. I got 3 kids, and luckily, I had some difficulties with my youngest, but nothing to that extent. Exactly. And so, but I do have a friend that they did lose their 4-year-old. Went through, since the day he was born, went through just nothing but medical tests, and doctors never really figured out exactly what happened, and they just kind of lost him. My friend lost him in the middle of the night. Put him to bed. Didn't wake up the next morning. And so I saw the struggles they went through, man, and it was crazy. It was, I could never imagine. And so, alas, 88 degrees in Bali, still in Bali, man. You riding the good life, man. I appreciate it.
Do your thing, big dog. Do your thing.
100%. 100%. And so let's see, we got, a couple more people rolling through. What up, Leo? Yeah, 100%, man. Hit me up. Absolutely. Yes. Jay, I know you got kids. It's crazy. It's the hardest thing for sure as a parent. Man, I'll tell you, look, I don't get emotional. I've cried 3 times in my life. And one of those times was my last day of playing football, when I figured out I couldn't play football no more. Okay. So I'll put that in perspective. One of the other times, I've never actually gone under to have surgery. My middle daughter had to get one of her tonsils pulled. And so they had to take her back. They put her under, and she comes back out, and she's coming back too. And I've never seen someone come back too from surgery. I never have. So I didn't know how they were going to react. I saw her come out, and she started to kind of come back too. And my wife, she's gone through surgery. She's seen people go through. So she knew what she was seeing was normal. What I saw, I thought something was wrong. And I literally had tears coming down in anger, because I was going to go after somebody in that room. I was like, you better fix what's going on here. I was pissed.
Damn. 805. You about to give the doctor in a headlock, man?
It was bad.
He was about to turn back to a linebacker.
Oh, right. It was bad.
Right.
I'm serious. And my wife had to come up and calm me down. She's like, this is normal. She's just coming back too. Damn, and she was like 4 at the time. She was 4. I got up. I was searching. Like, my wife literally had to grab me and hold me down, because she was like, hey, this is normal. Don't worry. I literally, like, tears in my eyes, ready to go put it on somebody. So yeah, I'm grateful for my wife.
You a savage, man.
I'm grateful for my wife.
I play against you, man.
Man.
I'm grateful for my wife.
I mean, it's more sad that, somebody's going through that. They have to ask for help to help pay for the medical expenses. I think that we just dropped $300 million worth of bombs on a foreign country on behalf of another country. But we got people here that are asking for money to pay for surgeries that are necessary for children that can't, they didn't do anything wrong in life. They just needed a surgery. So it's just crazy. Our priorities are all screwed up.
Especially in our country as wealthy as it is. 100%. Myra G, what's going on? Appreciate you rubbing it again. It's beautiful. 67 knees back. I bet you it is beautiful. I appreciate you rubbing it in. All right, let's go. Let's see, Myra. I'm trying to relax. Okay, I'm relaxed now. Now that you were in the building, I'm relaxed. And so let's see. And what's going on? Appreciate you. What's happening, man? Okay, so let's kind of dive into it. I appreciate everybody jumping in, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications. You got Chris Protect Show podcast, The Severe Raider. I'm 805 Real Talk Raider Nation. If you guys don't know, we do break down game film. When news hits, when news happens, because we know it's light when it comes to news in this period, we like to jump on and talk about the news. But if it's a downtime, we're going to start review. We're going to review film. We already reviewed Alice Kappa. We reviewed Jermaine Pratt. Next up is most likely to be Jeremy Chin. So make sure you guys tap in. We'll probably do that on Tuesday, because again, news is a little light. So incognito, yeah. So, sometimes, but my wife calmed me down. I like it. All right, let's go. First topic. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. We're going to talk a little bit about what someone brought up on Wednesday during our live, and it was Let it go full window. Make sure we get everybody up. Myra G, man, showing some love. I think that's memberships to Chris's channel, I think. Is it Chris's channel?
Yeah, well, it just shows that she's a member. She's been a member for 8 months. Salute to
there
Myra.
you go, man. Hey, guys, make sure you guys hit the memberships if you can. As well, I know my guys got memberships up there. Definitely, if you guys want to become a member, make sure you guys take advantage of that. So, cheers to chilling and pulling swings on free day. Where's Lunatic? Lunatic's going to be coming here. You said that. Now Lunatic's going to show up. Watch. What up, Coach? What's happening, man? Hey, just in time. We about to do a start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em. Make sure you stick around, Coach. Make sure you stick around. Hit Stick Stepper. What's going on? What's going on, Oscar? Appreciate you rolling through.
Asia, salute.
Munford to start now. Finally. Okay. All right. So you happy with it?
Here we go.
Coach is
all right. Here we go. I'll put a start.
He got to be an Ohio State fan. That's the only thing that explains that.
That's true.
Like,
that is true.
For somebody to be a fan of Thayer Munford and of Tom Yackenberg, that's the only explanation. That has to be the only explanation. And I think he likes Tyreek Williams too, so he got to be an Ohio State fan. It must be the case.
It must be, man. Coach, I just hope you stick around. I do okay, Jack Tatum. All right, I'm with you.
You might be on to something severe.
Yeah,
I know.
You got to be.
I'm holding you that. I'm holding you to that, BC. I'm starring it. I'm bringing it back up. And so let's do this. We're going to kind of take this into pieces because obviously Thayer Munford, he gets moved down and gets starting reps at the guard position the last day of OTAs. All right. And so Coach, he's already saying Munford's starting now, finally. So here's my thing. That's the first question. Chat, let me know. Do you think Thayer Munford, now by him getting starting reps that last day of OTAs, do you think that he potentially can be or is being looked at as the starter moving forward? Knowing that we got Alex Kappa, we also got there's rumors that Meredith as well as Dylan Parham might be trying to rotate at that guard position, but Thayer Munford is now getting his work in. So, do you think Thayer Munford now potentially has a chance of starting at that guard spot based on what we saw last day of OTAs? Severe, I'll throw it to you first. Chat, let me know. Severe, I'll throw it to you first, man. What's your thoughts on that?
No. Make this short and sweet.
Solid thoughts.
No. Thayer Munford, no. He does not have a chance of starting at that guard spot. I mean, I guess the story is Thayer Munford getting reps at guard. I'm more concerned with where's Meredith in all of this? Was he hurt? I thought the competition on the left side was between him and Parham, and they're saying, I've been hearing that Parham is a guy kind of leading that competition. Even JPJ was giving Parham shout out, saying like how physical he was and all that stuff. So that surprised me. I was like, okay, well, JPJ likes him. Max seems to be giving him a vote of confidence. So the fact that when Parham is out, and instead of seeing Jordan Meredith slide right into that starting spot, they slide Thayer there. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned just because for me, I'd rather have Jordan Meredith on this team, period, than Thayer Munford. But maybe Thayer Munford's position flexibility and versatility is giving him a leg up, because other than that, it's a very curious situation to me.
Yeah, and Hit Stick Stepper, you're saying low key it's an open competition for the starting left guard. It's definitely competition. I mean, to me, you guys know, my guys on this panel know, massive Jordan Meredith fan, but without question, you always want competition. But I definitely got my take on it. Kevin Lurker, you're saying competition. Chris, man, what's your thoughts on? Do you think Thayer Munford has a chance at starting? Do you think that's what they're trying to throw out there? What's your thoughts overall?
Yeah, it's tough, man. I think just kind of how it was a few years ago. We're moving people around to see kind of what's best fit. Going to watch closely, where that depth chart is on the first day of training camp, kind of who's where. But it's hard for me to think that Meredith wouldn't. I don't know. Like I really feel like Meredith's going to get that spot. I mean, if Parham's looking good, but the thing is, at this point in time, you can't really look good because it's not like you're really, having any kind of contact or anything like that. So it's like, how can you really look good as an offensive lineman? I mean, Parham is pretty. I mean, he's pretty athletic for a lineman. So maybe that's why he may look a little better. But we all know, his issue is he can't block nobody. He just gets pushed around. So, me personally, I'm not the biggest Thayer Munford fan, but I think putting him inside, I would like to see it. Honestly, I'm so over Dylan Parham. I would be more interested in seeing what Thayer can do inside the guard than Parham. Like I've seen enough of Parham. Like I'm as my boy Turf says, I'm all set. I'm all set with Parham. So whatever happens to him happens. So give Thayer a chance. Now I will say, I think his senior year at Ohio State, I think he did bump inside and he still played at a pretty high level.
He did get some guard work.
Yeah. So he might even be better suited. I mean, one thing about Parham, I feel like his footwork was kind of bad at right tackle, but I feel like he didn't just get pushed around like Parham. So we'll see.
So I posted a video on this or a video of this on my channel, and I kind of look at this in a very different way, only because, and you guys know I coached the game for quite a while, so I kind of look at it in a little different perspective. But Raider, who are you saying? I don't think Munford or Parham should be starting. Jason Downs. Jason Downs and always switch up the pictures. Glaze, JPJ, Miller, fine. The guards have to knuckle down and stand out. I'm with you. Chewy, you're saying not too much comp in that position. So here's the thing. One, changing up there, Munford, that's fine. I think what the coaching staff is trying to do, it's the last day of OTAs. I think Dylan Parham sat out because they know what Dylan Parham is. There's no reason for Dylan Parham to have to get some reps in that last day of OTAs. He was out there. He was staying off the side. I think the coaching staff knows who and what Dylan Parham is. There, Munford, if you want to try to look at him and go, look, are you going to make this team? There's a question mark whether or not he's actually going to make this squad. And so you're going to try to figure out the most questionable spot on this O-line is the guard position, right? And so you take Thayer Munford, you put him down at guard, maybe the switch of position might help him a little bit. But here's the thing, Boss Raider, what's going on, man? Here's the thing is, it's the last day of OTAs. You want Thayer Munford to get as much work as possible in that rep, in as many reps as possible before you release these guys for a month with OTAs, right? You want Thayer Munford to kind of get the reps in. You let Dylan Parham sit out because you already know what you got in Dylan Parham, and you don't need reps out of him. And so you let Thayer Munford get as many reps as possible that last day of OTAs, and you send them off into the offseason and go, look, you studied the crap out of this. You got at least a full day of starting work. And when you come back and you report late July 22nd is when they come back, now you know exactly what we expect from you. And so I think that's what it was. I don't think it's the intention that Thayer Munford's going to start. I think they just want to give him as many reps as possible because you're switching positions on him and you send him off 4 weeks without work, and now he knows what to study. And so, again, as a coach, for me, that's what I would do. I would basically get him as many reps as I possibly can, and basically be like, look, here's your last chance. We're either going to keep you, cut you, or we might trade you. I don't know. I don't know what trade value you'd even have. But I think that's kind of what they sent him off to do. And so I don't read this into he's starting. I think they just try to get him reps last day to get as much as he possibly can because it's a brand new position for him, and he's going to try to get that work and head in the offseason.
What it sounds like to me is the Raiders are playing start and bench and cut him with Parham, Meredith, and Thayer Munford.
I know, right? Exactly. Right?
And my boy Thayer Munford might be C.
I'm with you. Exactly. What up, Marcus? What's happening, man? Appreciate you tapping in with us. So yeah, that's just, well, Myra, I'm holding you to it. And so that's my take on it is, look, I don't think he's going to start. Nothing tells me that Thayer Munford is going to be able to start right out the box, especially, again, the way Jordan Meredith played. On the flip side, I would only say We've seen other crazy things out of players that are on contract years. Dylan Parham's on a contract year. Who knows what happens? All of a sudden, he wants to come out and ball out of nowhere. I have no clue. And so, but obviously, what we saw of Dylan Parham last year will be very concerned if he does end up starting, without question. What up, Rock? What's going on, man? And so, LS, you're saying Tate Ratledge going one pick ahead of Besh will haunt me. He'd have to be huge for us. You know, I wanted to guard after that Genty pick. I wanted to guard too, but we waited till the end of the third round to get one. So we'll see. Yeah, if that does haunt us a little bit. And so, all right, cool. I think that kind of sums up Thayer Munford. I think at the end of the day, we'll kind of see how it pans out. But I do think Thayer Munford's definitely gonna be starting for a spot on this roster. Without question. So I'll kind of go back to the big screen and I'll set up the next one. Guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you can. Turn on those notifications. You got Chris Protect Show podcast as well as the Severe Raider. I'm made up by Raider Real Talk Raider Nation. And big shout out because someone decided to come up into the building. What up, lunatic? What's happening, man? Anybody looking to buy some Fire Raider hats? Oh yeah, hey guys, make sure you guys hit up lunatic for some hats, man. He loves to flaunt them all day, every day. Crazy work. And lunatic, hit everybody up in the chat. Let us know if you do have details for your the pool party you do week 1, because we're gonna be there. Let us know if you got those details, man. Definitely. Jason Downs, having Mumford take reps at guard, maybe a sign to make him universal as a backup. Could be. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, Jay. Loons has appeared. I'm telling you, it's there. It's in the building. Marcus saying what's up to Lunatic as well. We in here. All right. So next one, let's talk about the hot topic. We have 2 more topics. Actually, shit. No, you know what? Before we get to that, we're gonna have a little bit of fun because Coach is in here. Before we get that, Coach, you better still be in here. Let's have a little bit of fun because we got 2 more topics. We got Christian Wilkins we're going to talk about. We're also talking about Tom Brady and Sam Bradford. But in between, we're going to have a little fun.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button.
Yeah, 100%. We're going to do a little start and bench from cutting. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Let me make sure it's up there. It's not showing. Hold up. Let me remove it. Let me go back. Let me make sure we're good. Let's go back to it. Let me make sure I'm right. Bang. Got it. Here we go. All right, guys. Start them, bench them, cut them. We're going to have a little bit of fun. This one might get a little interesting. It'll be interesting to see kind of what your guys' take on it, but you guys know the deal. In order, who would you start? Who would you bench? Who would you cut? It's at the top of their game. It's not injury year. It's not front end, back end, whatever. It's at the top of their game. Start them, bench them, cut them. Rate them. Who would you start? Who would you bench? Who would you cut? There's going to be a letter in front of each player, and give me that letter in that order. Who you'd start, who you'd bench, who you'd cut. Let's have some fun. Let's rock. All right, let's go. Left to right. Darnold, Dockett, Fletcher Cox, Gerald McCoy. A, B, C. Start them, bench them, cut them. Before I get to the chat, I know we got some people that already cheated. Where you at, Enoon? I saw you, man. Enoon, you're BCA. Yeah, I'm holding you to it. Myra, I saw you too. I saw you with the ABC. Let's see who we got. Let's see. All right, Chewy's in first. You got BCA. All right, yeah. Darnold, Dockett. And Darnold Dockett was a bad man just because he looked like a bad man, but he was a bad man.
Dockett was a monster.
Beast. But you got Fletcher Cox in his prime. Bro, he was a big boy. He was a beast to mess with. And shit, Joe McCoy before he came to us.
Gerald McCoy was cold.
Beast.
Oh, yeah, he was
beast.
Unblockable, damn near.
Unblockable.
So we got. So you guys keep thinking. We already got people already rolling in. Let's go. Raider Rick, what's going on, man? You're BAC. All right, so you're starting Fletcher Cox. You're benching Darnold Dockett, cutting Gerald McCoy. All right. Kevin Lurker, you're BCA. Jeff cheating as always. The Boss Raider. CBA. All right, you're starting Joe McCoy. That's crazy. So we got some starts for Joe McCoy. We got some cuts for Joe McCoy. You got Cool
I
Cab,
don't
your
hate that, though. I
BCA.
don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Me either.
Anyone sticking with it? All right, Dre. What up, man? Your ACB, or I'm sorry, your ABC. Okay. Anton, what's going on? BCA. Marcus is BCA as well. SoCal BCA, 3 straight BCAs, no 4 straight BCAs. All right, okay, let's go. Chewy, you're saying, to be honest, I just watched McCoy and Coxmore. All right, let's go. God damn it, Jeff. You're still cheating. I'm watching out for you now.
BCS, this ain't college football.
I know. Jay, all right, your BCA. Raider Hawaii. BCA. BCA, okay, cutting Darnold docket. Jeff, BCA as well. LS, BCA. All right, 3 straight BCAs. Man, all right, let's see. Myra playing our own game over there. I see what you're doing.
In no world are chitlins making the cut over boneless. Look, in no world.
Always. And actually, I don't even like Hennessy. So man. I don't even like Hennessy now.
I don't even drink, and I'm putting Hennessy on there above. It's just gonna be sitting there.
Severe don't even drink until week 2. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're drinking week 2.
CBA and cut loons hat.
If I get arrested in Nevada, you guys, you just know. Know what it was.
Oh man.
Let's see. Let's go back. Let's get a couple more. Let's see. People never watched Darnold docket. Man, Darnold docket was a bad man too.
He was bad.
I mean, all right. Let's see. Shit. Who? All right, guys. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, man. It looks like, man, the consensus in the chat is BCA, and I think I'm gonna go BCA. I almost snuck Gerald McCoy over Fletcher Cox, but
yeah,
I'm gonna go BCA as well. Fletcher Cox, he was a dominant player. He had longevity too. So yeah, I'm gonna go BCA.
BCA and LS Fletcher Cox in 18 had the strongest season of them all. I'll have to go back and look at exactly his stats, man, because I think what's hard though is sometimes when you see them, it's almost like you got to do a refresher a little bit, a little refresher on just how good these guys were in comparison to the other, right? Because individually, you just remember there's some bad men, 100%.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to figure out, okay, like comparison wise, how good were they compared to one another? And all right, yeah, BCA for the win. All right, BCA for the win.
You got lucky.
I know, huh? Now let's see. Fletcher had help on that line. I try to remember who played around him at that same time.
Who, Fletcher? That was
yeah. I don't remember. In all honesty,
I'm sure Brandon Graham was there.
yeah, Brandon Graham for sure.
That's you, Dre. You have to look at the whole D line when comparing. I'm with you, 100%. You got to we take that consideration when we talk about running backs, right? I think last week we had Edgerrin James on there, and one of the things, like, Edgerrin James had nothing but talent surrounding him, so he wasn't the focal point. So 100%, definitely something to kind of take into consideration. LSD had double digit sacks and a stupid amount of QB hits. All right, so shit, I usually go last, but man, shit, I'm to me again. Maybe I got to go look back at the stats at Fletcher Cox, but me, I'm CBA, just because Joe McCoy he was a beast.
Yeah,
beast.
Yeah,
just flat out beast. And so it's like,
yeah.
And he got after, like, he went sideline. Like, he'd get your ass on the sideline. Fletcher Cox wasn't so much a sideline guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a plug in the middle. You weren't moving him. He wreaked absolute havoc anything inside the tackles. But he wouldn't get you on the sideline. The only one that I really struggled with was just, I remember Darnold docket. I almost had to go back. If I didn't want to cheat, because I want to be on the same page as you guys, I didn't want to cheat and go back and look real quick.
Yeah.
But I just remember Darnold docket just being a bad man.
Yeah, he was dominant for us. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, just going off memory and just as an FYI, like I don't go back and watch film on these guys to kind of get my determination. Like I want to be fresh, just like you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm going CBA, but man, I remember Darnold Dockett being a fucking beast. But I'm going CBA. So, Chris, man, what's yours?
Yeah. Honestly, I can't lie. That's actually where I'm going with it too. I was kind of going back and forth with those two, but again, I feel like there was a short period of time where McCoy was undoubtedly the best DT in the game. You know, like he was so dominant, man. I loved his game. Even when we got him, I know he was, long in the tooth, but yeah. I remember when he came in for us. I don't know if you guys remember that preseason game and just blew that daggone tackle. Like he was I'm like, oh, we got us one.
Yeah,
and then he got hurt or something. He got hurt, like
he got hurt
game or something. But oh man, and then I think he test positive for he had something in his system too.
PD, maybe was it PEDs maybe.
Something, yeah. So that's why we never got a chance to get him back. But yeah, man, I always respected his game, and I was super hyped when we got him. But Cox was cold. I mean, all three of them was cold, but it was hard to go between those two. But yeah, I'm gonna go CBA.
I was saying in 18, Cox would have had Long, Graham, Nada, Bennett, and Barnett. That's pretty nasty.
Oh, that's
Long was Long a starter though. I don't think Long was a starter.
Chris Long?
I don't think Chris Long.
Yeah, Chris Long was a dog.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a starter that year though, because that was like his
in 18. I don't know if you
started. I think those were like his twilight years.
Maybe.
It's probably because oh boy, Graham would have been starting for sure, and then who would have been on the other side? Didn't they have now that was the year prior. That did he go Florida? Tim Jernigan? Was he a Florida guy?
Who?
Tim Jernigan?
I don't know.
Jernigan, he would have been a DT. That would have been. Was Tim Jernigan a Florida guy?
Shit, it doesn't ring a bell.
I think they had Curry too. They got a guy Curry, some Curry.
They had Curry. Jernigan, I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell.
It had to be long.
Maybe, but
I feel like it would have had to be long, right?
It had to be, but man,
it was his last season.
To have the Lahoni Nada next to him.
That's nasty.
That was probably like 35 years old.
It don't matter. You still crazy. You could be 40. You still killing people.
Hey, why don't I remember Haloti Nada at the Eagles? Why don't I remember that?
There's probably a reason.
I'm gonna say,
maybe. I don't. But he was.
Forget him, man. I have nightmares of
that. Dre, like this.
I remember him at the Eagles. How long was he at the Eagles?
I don't think it was long because I do remember him going there, but I think it was like tail end of his career.
Like a year, okay,
he had to be toward the end of his career. I don't remember playing there. Like I said, I don't remember Chris. I remember Chris Long being there, but I don't remember Chris Long like being that
like
good
doing work.
Because his brother was there. Because Kyle Long went there too, didn't he?
Maybe, yeah. Because Chris originally he started with the Rams, right?
Started with the Rams, yeah. So that was the year. Who did we draft that year?
I don't even know. I don't even want to know.
I don't know. Exactly.
I don't even want to know who we draft, bro.
Was that the McClain? Nah, I forgot who we drafted that year. Oh, that might be because he went number 2 overall. I want to say.
Who? Chris Long?
Chris Long. He went high, like 2 or 3, I think. Is that Michael?
I don't know.
Oh, Tim Jernigan played for Florida State. Okay, it was Florida State. No, not Florida. I remember it was one of those.
Yeah, it just didn't ring a bell for some reason. But Dre, you're saying McCoy played entry? Yeah, and that kind of goes to show just how athletic he was.
Oh yeah,
he did rotate on. And one thing I will say, man, when McCoy was on our team and he was off on the sideline during some of the, I think it was just some practices. They did it in the stadium, but also they did one open practice in the stadium. You saw him on the sideline.
He loved the ball.
Massive human being.
Yeah.
Like
big dude.
You could find him in the D line group because he was that massive. Like he was a big boy. Darnold didn't have the help the other two had. I don't remember what was around him, but I wouldn't be surprised. It was the Cardinals, so I would not be surprised.
Wait, what years did he play though?
Well, yeah, because was
he there with JJ?
Yeah, I don't know if Walt was there. I don't know. I got to believe maybe in like Watt's early years, he probably was there. I'm guessing, but in
been there. Chandler?
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. Chat, let us know. Was Chandler Jones and maybe Watt there? I don't know. Let us know.
Yeah, I think he may have some dogs with him. He may have a couple dogs.
Is Chandler Wilkins better than these guys?
He probably would for sure. He probably for sure had. He probably for sure had.
Right?
Okay, he might not. No, he should have had Chandler Jones there.
That's what I'm thinking. Chandler Jones played what 5 years with the Cardinals?
Yeah, 5-6 years, yeah. Or JJ, I feel like crazy. JJ would have been there too, right? I don't know.
But all right, let's go. Let's see anybody else. What up, John Fallon? What's going on, man? Appreciate you.
What's up, John?
Rocking with us. Super Omicron in the building. What's going on? Starting Sue for sure. Not an option. Super Omicron, not an option. Doc can finish in like 2013. Okay. Let's see. LS saying not played one season. Okay, yeah, just one season. Didn't have a great year though. From your memory. All right, I got you.
Long time ago.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It was.
Damn.
Man.
Yeah, and look, Superman Fletcher Cuts is good, Wilkins is good, but that injury surgery thing, and we're about to get into it. So appreciate it. Appreciate Rock as well as Superman. You're going to flow us right into the next topic. Let me go up to the big screen. Let's see. Oh, LS. He never played with Chandler Jones. Jones got to Arizona in 16.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. All right, let me go to big screen. Let's set it up. All right, we're going to talk about another topic, and then we're going to hit you guys also with our blind top 5 rankings. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. So let me go ahead and actually, I'm going to remove that. We're going to bring this one up. We're going to talk Christian Wilkins. Obviously, it's been the hot topic this past week, and we're going to dive into it as well. Chop it up with my guys and kind of get their take. And so, basically, here's the situation. We obviously know Christian Wilkins got hurt last year, right? Thanks to my guy, Adam Butler. God damn it. Shot to him.
Don't get me started, bro.
Tashawn Reed said that's not when he got hurt. That's what Tashawn Reed.
I thought I'm gonna stop talking about it.
Though, didn't he? Like
that's what Tashawn Reed said. It
was, man. It was a celebration. It had to have been because that's what knocked him out. We never saw him again after that.
Yeah. Tashawn Reed said it wasn't. Somebody's brought that up. And it's like, oh, thanks to Adam Butler. And Tashawn Reed's like, yeah, but that's not when he got hurt. So I don't know.
So, but here, at the end of the day, obviously lost him last year. There's, he's been seen with a walking boot and OTAs. And now, come to find out, doctors are suggesting that he has another surgery. And if he does goes through with the surgery, then he's going to be done for the 2025 season. Now, I can pick up our depth chart, but we kind of know exactly who we have on the depth chart. We got guys like we got Adam Butler. We got our 2 draft picks, Tonka Hemingway, JJ Pegues. We got Jonah Laulu. We got Leaky Fotu. So we got guys that we also have kind of on this depth chart. But also the question is do we now have to go out and get somebody? So we're going to touch on all this. But first and foremost, the question is, and I'm going to reach out to my guys in chat, let me know. Do you think Christian Wilkins should get the surgery? All right, chat, let me know. But Severe, I went to you first last time. Chris, I'm going to throw it to you, man. Do you think Christian Wilkins should basically follow doctor's orders and get the surgery, or do you think he should try to play it out?
Man, it's tough, man. It's so tough because how old is Wilkins, man? He's he's still 20, 28 or something?
Yeah, 28, 29, something like that.
Yeah, 20, 29, around there.
Guys have come back from the surgery and still been able to play some good ball. The thing is, man, you just don't want to risk it. But like if he misses another whole season, like are we gonna have faith in him coming back and still, making? I don't know. To be honest, if the doctors truly believe that he'll be at risk for really hurting himself and kind of re-injure, then yeah, go ahead and get the surgery. Because I don't want to get to the point where it can mess up his career. Because again, like I said, there's been players, like DeMarcus Lawrence. I know he had something pretty similar. He had to miss some time, and he came back, was able to still play at a high level. So as much as I hate to say it, if the risk is that high, go ahead and get the surgery. We'll just miss him for another year. And I absolutely hate saying that because I like Christian Wilkins a lot. But if I could be sure that next year he'll be 100% ready to go, still have Max in his prime, we'll have to do that. But I don't want to risk him doing further damage and then his career's over.
No, so John Fallon, you're saying let the foot heal properly and stop worrying. He is as good as we thought. Just bad luck with injury. Jeremy, man, you're saying he needs to get the surgery. It's really not a choice. Chewy, you're saying yes, get it now, sit the season, sit the season out, rest up, come back next year ready to go. Kevin Lurker, we can't have nice things. Man, it's always injuries, man. Like we thought we were actually going to have. We thought we were actually going to do some things on defense last year. We just got plagued with injuries. And so, Jeremy, you're continuing on. Besides, why wouldn't he? He's getting paid either getting paid fat either way. LS, you're saying my answer depends on when we can get out of his contract, and I'm gonna get to the rest of the comments as well. And that's Severe. I'm gonna get to you in just a second. That's the biggest thing for me is if he doesn't get the surgery and he runs a risk of getting hurt again, his contract is backloaded. We owe him a shit ton in 2026 or in 2026 and 2027.
Yeah.
And so if he gets hurt again, he's damaged goods at that point.
Oh yeah. You're
not getting out of that contract. You're not trading him away. You're not being able to, restructure because he's going to try to stick with his money.
Yeah.
The contract, I think, is what is really deciding this decision, at least on the Raider side. As a player, he can decide to get that surgery or not. But if I'm the Raiders organization, I'm the coaching staff, I'm sitting there going, you better go get that goddamn surgery, because I do think the contract plays a massive role in this whole situation. But Severe, I do have more, but Severe, I want to throw it to you, man. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, if I was him, I'd get a second opinion from another doctor. Just because one doctor says you need surgery doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the consensus among all doctors. But for a man that size with that kind of injury, it's like a small bone in his foot. I would just get the surgery. Most likely, it's for some screws or to repair some screws that are already there. So it might not even be as long of a recovery as this initial surgery, because it's probably just to fix something that that's already there. So he might not even end up missing the entire season. I think it all depends on how he recovers. But the Raiders just might say, hey, be on the safe side, keep him out for the year. But yeah, I think, just the err on the side of caution, just sit out. I think we already restructured this contract once. I think that's probably part of the reason why it's backloaded. So there's going to be some void years on there anyway. So it really wouldn't make much sense for us to restructure it again. Right now it's almost a sunk cost. So the best bet is just let him have the surgery. Hopefully he comes back strong this next year. And all I know is my dog Cleveland Farrell's looking at Tyree Wilson and Christian Wilkins, and he's laughing. He's laughing at all of you. All of you made fun of Cleveland Farrell, and he's laughing. He did more for the Raiders than either one of those guys. Either of them.
And so Rock, what if it never heals and we just paid him to sit around? Myra G saying we paid him a fat bag. Yes, we did. Jeremy, you're kind of getting to the replacements. I'm going to talk about the replacements here. That's going to be the second part of the question. So we'll get to that in just a second, man. I appreciate the comment. Jason Down, you're saying a year off for a D tackle is almost career ender. It's hard for a big guy to stay in the flow of the NFL schedule.
I disagree there.
Okay, Chris, what's your thoughts on that one?
Well, I mean, for a D tackle, I don't think that's necessarily a career ender. For their skill set, I just think he just has to be able to be pain free, because my thing is, and I know Severe kind of alluded to it. So did he re-injure the actual like the fracture, or is it the actual like screw that's messed up, that broke, or whatever? Like what was the issue? Like what was the setback specifically? I keep hearing it was like just a screw.
I don't know what the
setback is. It going to be more of
was.
like a cleanup procedure, or is it something that they're really going to have to like? I guess I don't understand the whole what needed.
Of what I'm hearing is that if he has to get the surgery, it's like a 6 to 8 month recovery or something like that, to where he's basically out for the season.
Okay, but I mean, I guess what was the issue with it though? Like
that I don't know exactly.
Okay.
I don't. Yep. Chat, let us know if you guys know the actual details. Rocky's saying poor blood flow, so it just didn't heal. Got it. I appreciate it, Rock.
Okay.
So if it's not healing, then I'm gotta believe they're gonna have to go back in there.
Got it.
And so
more months. Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah. So,
and then it's like, how do you know the blood flow is going to be better the second time around? So yeah, it's a lot of variables, man. It's a lot of variables.
And so, John Fallon, you're saying yes, get the surgery. Maybe if we run in the playoffs, we can have him then. I think it actually will go beyond playoffs in all honesty. And plus, by the time you get to playoffs, he's going to be so out of shape with it being a foot injury. I just don't see, even if it's healing, him be able to get playing shape. And so, when you're saying we're stacked at D-line, take the surgery and hope for a speedy recovery. We're going to definitely talk about just kind of how stacked our D-line is and should we bring somebody in. All eyes, he'll be 30 by the end of the season. He's due 18 mil this year and 35 mil next season, and 29 cap hit next year, 19 cap hit in 2026. All eyes, man. Appreciate you pulling it out. Yeah, we just talked about it. I think that's the biggest thing, is the fact that we are going to owe him. His contract is pretty backloaded. And so I want him to heal up like crazy. If we can get any benefit out of him, I want to take that, because he's a big boy. This injury is fragile already. And so with him being 300 plus pounds and him putting that much pressure on that bone consistently, you could pop it again.
Yeah.
And now you're done. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that it doesn't matter. I mean, he could put 30 pounds of force on it. He could put 10 pounds of force on it. It doesn't matter. It just takes that one angle where it pops and now he's done. And so I would much rather him take that surgery and we can potentially get the best out of him in 2026, because there's no trade value there. Yeah. There's nothing right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So just get the damn surgery and come back healed, and we can get somewhat of our money's worth later down the road. And so let's see.
That damn Jalen Carter pick just pisses me off even more. Man. It pisses me off even more, bro. Like,
it looks worse by the
day,
man.
Jeez,
I know.
Because we wouldn't have Tyree, we wouldn't be paying Christian Wilkins. It's just,
it's nasty, bro. It's just.
Shit. All right. We got a Broncos fan. All right. Yeah, he's done. Don't worry.
Is that your boy, Chris?
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Trash. That's why I told him I hope Surtain slips down the stairs, man.
Ain't what's called already hurt? Ain't Dre Greenlaw already hurt?
Oh yeah,
and it's only a matter of time before Hufanga gets hurt too. So
exactly.
And Sutton will get hurt. You know
how according to Sutton, you guaranteed he gonna get hurt.
God, Jason Downs is loose hardware that was inserted inflammation.
And they signed J.K. Dobbins too, right?
Yeah. Oh, you know he hurt.
Oh yeah, they did.
Come on.
They're gonna be injured like us, like we were last year.
You know,
why you're saying he should
now.
Yeah, he should play and see how injury is doing, because either way he's going to need surgery. Man, I
get it out the way.
I say get out of the way and just get as much benefit as you can. Because, like, look, what happens if he comes back in 2026 is fully healed and he balls, now we might have the chance to potentially trade him, restructure, whatever we need. But if he plays for us and say week 2, 3, or 4, he pops it again, like he's damaged goods at that point. Like now we got another shit contract on our hands that we can't get rid of, unfortunately. I'll let us know Petecarroll has ever won comeback player of the year. I'm not counting Brian Young. Let's see. I want to know who his orthopedic surgeon is. We need
right.
Also, it feels bad hardware. That's
what I'm saying, crazy, man. It was a Chiefs fan operated on him, man.
That's that Oakland stuff, bro. We can't be having that in Vegas,
right? That's not good because I'm here in the Vegas area and the medical system over here is shit.
Yeah.
So it's horrible here. It's horrible here. That's a whole other topic, but it's horrible here. All right. So appreciate it, Jay. Yeah, man, guys, hit the like button if you can. Hit the like button, subscribe if you can. Definitely appreciate it. Let's see.
That's night, man.
Hey, I was living in Texas at the time, so I was trying to find some Texas people. All right, so it was different. That's funny.
That's funny.
Good times. Okay, so here's the next topic. All right, so in addition to that, a lot of people are now saying we need to bring somebody in. We need to bring somebody in, and stop saying
never. Until y'all stop complaining about fans not showing up when y'all wasn't showing up. That's when I stopped.
Oh man. So here's the thing, right? I don't have the depth chart up. I can bring it up real quick, but we'll kind of talk about it. Let me kind of go and we'll bring us back up to this big screen and I'll set it up. But I'll bring up the depth chart really quick. And here's the thing. The question is should we bring somebody in? You know, obviously with Christian Wilkins going down, we did draft 2 defensive linemen. Chat, let us know. Is there somebody that you would want us to bring in? Do you think there's somebody that we should bring in? And I'll pull up the depth chart. Severe, I'll throw it to you first. But what's going on, Daniel Kim? Appreciate you rolling with us.
Daniel Kim.
Severe, man, you think we got to find a replacement now?
Nah, just let the young guys play. I mean, we got it. Hella people at defensive tackle. We got JJ Pegues, we got Tonka Hemingway, we got Lalu, we got obviously Adam Butler, we got Leaky Fatu already, and then that's not even counting Zach Carter. So I think we already have depth at that position. They also like to put Tyree on the interior for whatever reason. So that'd be another guy that can get snaps. Like I said, this is the Tyree no excuse year. This is the time. I want him to get all the playing time and all the spot. Like people's, oh man, he can't play defensive end. They put him at defensive tackle. If you would let him play defensive end, let him play D tackle. I don't want no excuses. At the end of the year, they'll be, they asked him to play defensive end and defensive tackle. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no excuses out of Tyree people. I want this to be the year that he proves himself. I don't want anything in his path. Nothing. I want his foot is healed. He didn't have time with PG. He didn't have time with Robbie Leonard. I don't want no excuses. I don't want nothing in his way. Let him play and let these young guys play. And at that point, all that is going to do is make our unit that much stronger going forward. So if JJ Pegues is playing and Hemingway is playing, Laulu is playing, all these young guys getting valuable reps, I don't expect us to win that many games next year anyway. So let all these guys get as much experience as possible and carry that over into 2026. And that gives us that depth that we talked about we wanted on the D-line that the Eagles had and that those Tampa Bay Buccaneers teams had. Like, that's what we kind of envy and we want. That's kind of where the league is heading, is having those dominant fronts on offensive and defensive, on the offensive defensive trenches. Let's build that right now.
I'm with John Fallon. You're saying I'd give Clowney a 1-year deal. We'll talk about free agents in just a second. Myra's saying Adam Butler's got to show out. Adam Butler will show out, Myra, just like he did last year. Don't you worry about my guy, Adam Butler. Don't you worry about that guy. Coach, I don't even know if you got in the starting bench from Cubban. Did he?
He'd be in and out, man. Coach is in and out.
Yeah, People, let me know. Chad, let me know if Coach got into starting
watching
Bedford
some all
Cotton.
22 on Tommy Eichenberg. That's what he did out there.
Oh, man. LS, you're saying, Tripper Debo saying, hey, my entire side of the family, parents, all extended family, they're all 49er fans. And I talked about it with them. I was with them all last weekend, and man, that's his MO though, man. He comes out crazy overweight and out of shape when it comes to like OTAs and mini camp and stuff. It takes him like 6 weeks to actually get back into playing shape. Yeah, he looked bad.
Can't invest in that, man. Can't invest in that.
No. So I got my take on potentially bringing somebody in, but Chris, man, I'm gonna throw it to you, man. Your thoughts on bringing somebody in?
Yeah, man. I'm
are you a franchise owner, Coach?
Hey, man. Yeah, I think honestly, I'll probably say let some of the young guys play. Hopefully one of those guys, somebody will shine. Somebody can be like that gym that maxxcrosby was, whether it's JJ or Tonka. Again, it's very early in the scene, but we've been hearing some good things about both of them. I know specifically I've been hearing a lot about Tonka. And again, you can only do so much during this time of year. So I'm not sure what they're seeing. Maybe they're just seeing good movement and stuff like that. Good work ethic. So, once they really get into it, we'll probably hear more and see more. But yeah, you gotta let those guys play and see what we have. And honestly, I think that they need to consider, and I know this is a Hail Mary, but they need to consider bringing what's his name, Laki Tassi back over to the defensive side. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so okay,
having him a guard, honestly. I mean, especially if you're moving Munford inside anyway. Bring Tassi back, because he can at least learn that position quickly.
So here's actually my take on this. Laki Tassi jumped over to guard, and we covered that, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I was concerned about was I think the kid actually could compete to have somewhat of a role playing position on this team because he's so big, right?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a question mark why they did it. I actually think the reason why they did it was because if Laki Tassi, even though he's not a part of the actual roster, right? Officially, I think for 2 years, he's not a part of the official roster. So we get that extra roster spot.
Yeah.
I think this was kind of writing on the wall. I think they did it because you now move him over to the guard position, knowing that he's not taking up a roster spot. But what is he doing when he's on the defensive side? He's taking up reps. And if they knew Christian Wilkins was going to be out, and they now have a revolving, they now need to get guys reps to try to figure out who is going to either replace Christian Wilkins or who is potentially going to be the backup. I think they moved Laki Tassi so he didn't get the reps at the D tackle position. I think they need to get as many reps as possible with the guys we have to know who is actually going to either be the starter or who is going to be the backup. Because Laki Tassi would have been taking reps. Not unless they knew he'd actually compete for a position on the defensive line side. But
I feel where you're going with that. I feel that.
I'm just throwing it on the wall. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that might be what they were doing. Is like, shit, we're not going to be out a defensive lineman. We need to get these guys reps to see who the hell we got and who we can keep on this 53-man roster because they're going through cuts.
It's just with his natural skill set, though. Like you can find a way to use him a few times a game, just to at least start off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's a kid that knows nothing about football. I don't even think you want to pollute his mind with the guard stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just, even if he's taking mental reps, like, he don't necessarily have to be out there, but like, I want to see him in preseason, at tackle, and get those true reps. So I don't know, man. I feel what you're saying, but
even those reps in preseason, if they are questionable on who's actually going to make this true 53-man roster on the defensive tackle side, let's say it's Leaky Fotu and I think John Lalu, I think is going to make this roster, but let's say it's Leaky Fotu and Tank Booker.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to want to see them battle out in the preseason, but if you got to put Laki Tassi in there knowing that he's not necessarily a roster spot, you might flip him to guard or over to the other side and get as much reps between Leaky Fotu and Tank Booker to be like, who do we actually keep on this 53 in this interior defensive line room?
Yeah, but you know that last preseason game, we always go deep into the depth chart for that. Like personally, I'd rather see Lockie at least get a quarter in. Like I don't know, man. I just feel like he could bring something to the table. I just at guard, I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And just coming over from playing rugby, I think that skill set there fits much better on the defensive side of the ball than it does, you know, him moving backwards as an offensive guard, you know, trying to pass protect, or, you know, or even if he's moving forward as a run blocker. I don't think those skill sets necessarily mesh with rugby. And you're a guy that plays rugby, so you would know firsthand. Can you do me a favor real quick? Oh, Edify, can you scroll down the offense real quick on that depth chart? I'm just gonna see something. I'll scroll to the offense real quick and check something out. I just want to make sure it's not coach that made this depth chart. They still got.
Where's Thayer Munford at?
Yeah, they still got Tommy Eichenberg as a starter. We just they signed Jermaine Pratt and they benched Devin White and got Tommy Eichenberg still nobody behind him. Nobody behind Tommy Eichenberg. Yeah.
He's the only one. He's the only one with no competition on the whole.
No competition.
And they got him playing strong side. They got him playing strong side linebacker, and he's the only one there.
The only guy on the squad with no competition. That's wild. That's wild.
All right, so let's go back. Gabe, we're going to talk about that. I appreciate you popping in with us. We're going to talk about who we think is going to start in just a second, man. But I definitely appreciate you jumping in. We'll go back to that question, man. Appreciate it. LS, Lockie shouldn't have been moved to begin with, and all of us 100% agree. Because Severe's and all of us think that he could potentially have a role, but the reality is you have guys that are just as big and pretty athletic that have played football in the U.S. since they were 7 years old and played D1 college football and still couldn't make it in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So it is extremely hard to never have experience and come in even as athletic and big as he is. And so it's going to take him probably a year or two just to figure out how to play this game to fight. But
that's what I'm saying. Then why even pollute him on the other side?
I know. Yeah. I'm with you.
I remember hearing something when maybe it was Robbie Leonard last year when he was talking about buddy that we had last year that was on the international team. What David
Agoa?
Yeah, like he was saying like he had to
kill over Tyree right now, to be honest with you.
That's just I'm with you.
Yeah, but it was like he was just talking about him like, man, like I had to realize that he knows nothing about the game. So I had to like teach him the true fundamentals, whether it's 3-point stance or whatever. So it's like you really are starting at the bare minimum with this kid. Like I don't even like the idea of even moving him, honestly. Like let him just focus on one thing and then we can build from there. But switching them, I don't know. I just don't like that at all.
I'm with you. And here's the thing, though. The one thing that I will kind of throw out there is they brought him over and slotted him on the D-line, which tells me that's where they thought he'd have the best chance of success.
Right.
And so moving him to guard, I think it's more about maybe not truly about him being able to play D-tackle. It might be the Christian Wilkins injury.
Yeah.
And they need to get as many reps in preseason as possible. So again, it was just a strange move when they moved him over to guard. I think we all thought so.
Early. Yeah,
exactly. Especially you really get a good look at him on this.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. Exactly.
Let's get him in.
Let him get pads on
first.
That's what I'm saying.
Get the pads on first, man.
Yeah. So, now in the first practice, if he's getting pancaked by Dylan Parham, then okay, hey, we might have to move you around. We might find you a new home, but.
Exactly.
Man.
And then if D-line wasn't stacked, Lockie wouldn't have been moved to the O-line. Again, I think it goes kind of far. I think it goes far beyond whether or not it's stacked or not. And so because again, here's the thing, he makes the team no matter what.
Oh yeah,
he's not. He's the 93rd roster like right now.
Yeah.
He's not a part of the roster. So he makes the team no matter what. That's why it kind of moves me to think it's more about reps than anything, because he makes it no matter what. But all right, man, we won't answer your boy's question. Chris, do you believe that the Raiders could be or will be a top 15 defense? I think so. I think we have what it takes. We got a lot of question marks in the defensive backfield as it relates to the corner, but I think we can. Same MO as last year. We got to stay healthy as a whole. You're always going to have one or two injuries, but as a whole, we need to stay healthy. If we go down like dominoes like last year, yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, for me, it's gonna be tough to get to the top 15 without. Oh, go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say, in total defense, you mean yards, or are you talking about scoring defense? Because
I'm talking about scoring defense. Okay. When I talk to him, we always go by scoring defense.
Okay, cool. Now go ahead, finish. I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, because for me, because what did we end up last year? Like 20-something, 28th or something. Yeah. So it's like when I said that we were going to have a big jump, like I'm saying that because I'm thinking we're going to be healthy. I'm thinking we're going to have Christian Wilkins. With him, then yeah, I believe. But I think not having him, I don't see us in the top 15. Honestly, I really don't. Because I think having him, that's what's going to make the DBs a little bit better. I mean, we still very young at the position. We're hearing some great things about Porter, but until he really gets out there and see what's going on, it's hard to say. So I don't know, man. Without Wilkins, I don't see it.
That's that JB. That's that JB talk.
JB gonna be that dude. JB gonna be that dude.
Here we go.
I know we got us one quarter. I know that.
Unless you try to down Porter, we don't know.
Here we go.
That's that JB talk.
Hey man, JB solidified, man. Don't worry about JB.
Raider Wire saying, was it a Brendan Carroll call?
I'm sure.
Who knows? Maybe, not sure.
Hope it was a Nepo baby that made the call.
But
that's
a whole different
Severe
can't stand baby Carroll, man.
I know.
I just can't go back to the big screen. I don't think he deserves the job, man. I just it's like he got this job that he don't deserve. Like he like Pete Carroll searched far and wide, and then he looked at his group chat and was like, "Oh, Brendan, can you remember bro, all the offensive line coaches in the world." Like he was the best qualified. Like I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. So he doing stuff like starting Brent. He's doing stuff like starting. Like he already doing stupid stuff. Like starting Dylan Parham and Thayer Munford getting reps over Jordan Meredith. Like bro, you already
coach?
fucking up.
Stupid stuff. That's what Severe just said.
And you fucking up, bro. It's like come the hell on. But I mean, in terms of your boy's question, I think we can be top 15 just off the strength of. I think that I think Max and Kuntz both being together. I think that'll be good. I think I'll be one is Raider Hawaii in here. Correct this. Is a Lecky Fatu? I think Lecky Fatu will be strong as a nose. Obviously, Adam Butler's going to do his thing. And I just think just by the virtue of us having the ball more, having the ball longer, having a more ball control offense, our ability to run the ball, I think that'll limit the possessions in the game. And teams won't score quite as much, so I think that'll help us. So I think we'll be right there, somewhere in the 13 to 16 range.
And so,
but before we go any further, do any of you guys need a new mod? Because I'm kicking LS out of my mod.
Where's LS?
I'm kicking him out of my mod. He could mod someone else's.
Oh man. Hold on, I'm gonna get down there. What up, TJL? What's going on?
His next comment, man. He over there killing.
Hey, look, that's not fair because if you ever seen Chris's footwork,
my footwork
is unfair. It's unfair to try to when you're that naturally gifted, it's hard to coach somebody because it's you can't pass on those feet.
So
now,
true.
Tudor and Thayer. Now, Tudor and Thayer is a different story. Chris and
Very
Thayer
true.
Together, that's different. All right, that's skill on skill. That's iron sharpening iron right there.
Iron sharpens iron right there.
There's natural. Oh man, gifted. That's for sure. What up, JustWinBaby? What's happening, man? Yeah, we just can't have anything nice. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So
Man.
here's the thing, and we'll talk about. We'll go back up to Steve Gabe's question, but we'll talk when we talk about should we bring anybody in. I honestly want to kind of so the more we talk to, there's a lot of people that talk about. We had a comment before, basically about bringing in Clowney, right? And then I know we had what's his face corner Miami.
Ramsey,
Jalen Ramsey, right? So we've had a lot of talk about these guys, bringing them in, right? And so the only thing that I suggest everybody do, and it's kind of the way that I look at it at times, is how can this player get us to where we want to go in the length that you want to bring them onto this roster? So, for example, right, a lot of people are like bringing Clowney for a 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're bringing him for $7 million, let's just say, right? And I'm just throwing a number out there. Let's say you bring in Clowney for 1 year, $7 million. Now you take $7 million away from our salary cap that could be rolled over to next year.
Right.
So the question is, would you rather have is Clowney going to get us to the Super Bowl? Is Clowney going to get us to where we want to go? If not, I'd much rather take that $7 million, roll it over to next year, knowing that we're already projected to have the 5th most salary cap next year as it stands right now. I don't want to take that $7 million and take away from what we'll have next year, and the salary cap is going to go up next year.
Yeah.
It's projected to go up to almost $300 million next year. And so I want to take as much as we possibly can and roll it over to the next year, knowing that unless that player is going to completely move the needle, unless we sign that player for 2, maybe 3 years, and that's going to be one of the pieces that gets us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like if Jalen Ramsey ends up signing for 2 years, and we think he's going to be that number one that's going to help us to get to potentially the promised land next year, okay, I get it. But you also got to take in consideration that's 1 more year of a draft that you can dive into with that type of salary cap. So when it comes to finding a replacement for Wilkins, I'm off. I don't want to.
I'm with you.
I'm not spending that money knowing that we could roll over that money to next year and have more money to play with, because I'd much rather have some fun and be excited about spending some money in free agency next year than have a Wilkins replacement. And that's even Clowney, as much as I like Clowney, don't get me wrong, you sign him for a 1 year. He doesn't do anything for us. Exactly. Not for this 1 year. He just subtracts that number from what we can get to spend next year, which I don't want. So,
see, now I get you. For me, like I said, when I wanted Clowney or Ramsey, again, I'm thinking that we have Wilkins already in place. So, because I think we all kind of think we're going to be around 8 wins, 9 wins. I think we all kind of were in that little area.
Around in that neighborhood.
Yeah. Where are you at, Severe? What'd you think? Were you lower?
I'm like 6, 7-ish. I mean, a lot of mine depends on
Wilkins. With Wilkins, you had
with Wilkins, yeah, more 8, 9. Without him, 6, 7-ish.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, with them, yes, around 8. So and also depend on Genty. If Genty ain't what we think he is, like 4 or 5.
Yeah. But I think with Wilkins, I was around the 8 or 9, and I'm thinking that with his game, and then you get someone like a Ramsey, like I think that can be a significant, like that could get you to that 9, 10, maybe getting a wild card spot. So that's so to me, that's when it makes sense. Or even someone like a Clowney who can give Max a rest every now and then, so Max can take over a game in the 4th quarter. So that's why I would. But without them, and I'm kind of like you, Severe. Without Wilkins, we're talking about like a 6-win team. I'm not getting no free agents. We're just gonna rock with what we rock with and just continue to try to keep building.
I think Ramsey will be different just because I think we can still get some good years out of Ramsey. Yeah, and I think we can, how he used how Patrick Graham used your boy Peppers. I think he can use him that same way. He put him in a slot, put him at kind of nickel backer. Put him at safety. He can kind of move him around and Charles Woodson in Green Bay, right? That's when he won Defensive Player of the Year. Got a Super Bowl ring. Obviously, unfortunately, he didn't get to play, but I think we can still get value out of him. Like Jadeveon Clowney, we ain't getting no value out of Jadeveon Clowney. Like he's it's a wrap for him. It's a wrap.
He'd be cheap though. I think he'd be cheap, honestly.
He'd be cheap. And then I think and Ramsey gives us some swagger in the secondary. Like everybody in the secondary, it's they all like, like all like quiet for the scene, like real like good guys.
My boy just got baptized, man. Leave him alone.
Exactly,
man.
Right, man. He out there, he had Bible study on Tuesdays. Like, come on, bro. He can't,
I need my defensive players mean, man.
The praise and worship team, man. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I did not like that, man.
Unless you Ray Lewis or what's my guy name? The minister.
Charles White.
Reggie White.
Yeah, Reggie White.
Unless you them. I don't want you in the Bible. All right, I want you in the club. I want you out. Look, I take Lawrence Taylor. You playing with your nose? Hey, that's fine. As long as you pass the test and you show up on Sunday, I'm good.
Oh, man.
That's how I want my defensive guys. You got to play with a little bit different. You got to have a little screw loose when you play on that side of the ball.
Yeah. And here's my thing. I guess I'll kind of retract just something that I said. And Chris, I think it's more to your point that you made. Is it's not about do they get us to the promised land, right? It is about do they get us to the playoffs? Because we all know once you get to playoffs, it's a whole new season.
Right.
So I will definitely take back kind of what I said a little bit, and I appreciate you pointing that out. It's not maybe about getting to the promised land. It's about can this player get you to
give me to the wild card. Yeah, give me the wild card.
So 10 wins. I'm with you on that.
10 wins. Let's rock.
100%. Yeah, Rick Rock, what's up, man? Appreciate you rolling up with us.
Why? Now I'm pulling the Chris. Why Chris got a crown?
You know what it is.
Go back to it. Yeah, Rick Rock is the one with the crowns.
All right, give him a shield. His channel is protect the shield. Give him a shield. I'm giving him no crown.
I'm the king, my man.
Then that means that maybe I'll get the crown just by default.
Nah, you hot dog water, bro.
Damn it, man. Hey, you're not supposed to bring that up no more, bro. That's the past. Why you bringing up old shit? God damn it. You just wait. Jacob Parrish is coming at all y'all. God damn it. And so, what up, Raider Band? What's going on, man? Appreciate you tapping in with us. Let's see. Hold up. Let's see. Raider, why you're saying why keep stacking when we're not a playoff team this year? Save some capital 2026. Again, I think it's
kind of where we're at.
Yeah,
exactly. And again, to what Chris said, right? If you could bring somebody on that gets you to the playoffs, that's a whole nother story. Like if you have confidence they can get you there, because the playoffs is a whole nother season. Then maybe you want to actually pull that trigger. So there it is. Rick Rock. Look at him. See,
I'm the only person on this live that's actually worn a crown.
That is true.
Only one in Raider YouTube history. Yeah, check that video out. Yeah.
Also, in addition to that, just kind of changing the culture of becoming a playoff team.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother benefit, bringing a player on that you think can get you to that point. So last but not least, again, it's gonna go back to C. Gabe's question is if we don't bring anybody on, and we'll get into our blind top five, have fun with that, and they'll get into our last topic of the night. But if we don't bring anybody on, who do you guys think? Chat, let us know. Who do you think actually starts next to Adam Butler going in? Now, remind you, maybe I'll bring up the depth chart again just so we can reference it. We brought in the 2 draft picks, JJ Pegues, Tonka Hemingway, and we got Leaky Fotu still there.
Gotta be Leaky, don't it? Because
gotta be like
Lulu's he's like kind of similar to Adam Butler's game, right?
Exactly. Like, and I think they got this depth chart wrong. So I think from what I'm hearing, Lecky was going to be the guy anyway. And it was going to be because he, Adam Butler is more like a three take, and he can, he can play. If you need him to play, he can do that. But he's not a true nose like that. That's Lecky. So
yeah, right.
So you're right. I was going to go and pick up the other depth chart, which is the Arlands depth chart.
Yeah. But
the amount of goddamn ads that pops up just gets frustrating as shit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's why I picked this one up. I do think it's off a little bit, but and again, these are just projections. There's not. I mean, shit. They still have Lucky Tossie over here.
Yeah,
so Chris,
their projection at linebacker leaves much to be desired.
Yeah, has been updated in ages. So both of you guys think it's going to be Leaky Fotu? Or
It gotta be. To me, it gotta be. At least early downs.
Okay, this one is trash too. Oh, hell no. I'm like, I tried to find another one. These fools got Tyree Wilson starting over Malcolm Coons. I'm done. I'm clicking off.
Which one's that? What website's that?
Pro Football Network.
Oh, okay.
But at least they got Landon Roberts, Jermaine Pratt, and Devin White. Oh, and they got JB starting at corner. Oh, but they got D.
Don't be surprised.
They got D-Cam starting at corner. This gotta be an old one. This gotta be a pre-draft one. This gotta be pre-draft.
So
yeah, because they got D-Cam starting across from Jacorian. Yes, you gotta be pre-draft.
You know, for me, based on, again, for you guys that don't know, we break down game film during the season on Tuesdays. So every game that we have, the following Tuesday, we break down a game film of the previous game. This is why preseason I think is going to be so damn exciting. Is because I'll tell you right now, Jonah Laulu might make some noise. He's a big boy. I think he actually has a good chance.
Oh yeah,
he had some good reps last year. He put some good stuff on film.
I was initially questioned that acquisition because we passed on him in the draft and then traded for him. Like it don't make no sense. But I was very impressed with what I saw. I saw. Just his effort. He has good feet, good size for the position. I heard he came back in even better shape this offseason. So I'm looking forward to see the next step that he takes. I think he's somebody that can be a contributor on his team for a while.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see, LS. I see you putting out. Hey, what depth chart you looking at, LS? Obviously, a trash depth chart. That's what you're looking at. God damn it!
Oh man,
is he behind? Is he? Move Tyree to concessions. But now is Paris behind Shiloh? I heard Shiloh out there impressing.
You said Shiloh.
Yeah, I heard Shiloh's impressing him out there.
You guys just
is he really?
Wait.
I heard he's doing well.
You guys just wait. All right, we got Tommy Eichenberg starting over on our depth chart. Okay, don't follow depth charts too closely, people.
Especially one that has Jacorian Bennett second string. Silly guys.
That might be
silly ESPN.
It might be the most accurate.
Silly ESPN.
He's too busy with his praise dance team to practice.
Hanging out with the man. Nah, I ain't laughing at them jokes, man. Watch out, man. Next topic, man.
So, Chew, you're saying move Tyree to tackle. Look, it's after that initial season that he had. It's one of the things I posted a video on it during that offseason, basically saying move him inside. It's the only way that he is potentially, and I'm saying potential, I'm not saying he will, he could find some success or help us in any way on this defense. His future is not at the edge position, in my opinion. So, but look, I know a lot of people are like, trash, get him out of here. I get it, right? But look, if he's still on this roster, I hope as hell I'm wrong and he balls.
Yeah.
I mean, 100%. Like if he's on this roster, I hope he absolutely balls and he does end up being that top 7. But all signs and all film leads to it ain't gonna
top 7 not happening, but obviously at least a contributor.
Maybe. And so let's see. Just want to kind of get through a couple of the chats. Let's see, Chewy, you're saying Lolu popped off last year. He did, without question. All right, cool. I think it's going to be very interesting during preseason. Jonah Laulu, Leaky Fotu to kind of battle out. I know that someone in the chat said Tonka Hemming or JJ Pegues. Watch out for him. He's a big boy. The good thing about our defense, though, running a 4-3, is that you can line up a Adam Butler and Jonah Laulu side by side. So in a 4-3, you don't necessarily need to have that big body. It's good to have that big body, but sometimes you just need that big body as a rotational piece in situational situations. Because remember last year, which I really liked to pick up, was John Jenkins or James Jenkins. John Jenkins.
Yeah, right.
Big boy. And I loved the pickup because it was, you could bring him in on 3rd and short, 4th and short goal line situations. And so we don't necessarily need the big body. It's good to have, but it's going to be very interesting to see Leaky Fotu and Jonah Laub kind of battle this out with the guys that we drafted as well. So preseason is going to be fun to watch without question. And so seems like Tyree Wilson needs to step up at D tackle or DN. I think, if anything, I think it's going to be D tackle, but we'll see what happened to with Nesta J. Nesta Jade Silvero, right?
He was trash.
Yeah, he was bad.
But I thought he was gonna be okay. Yeah, I can't believe that it ended up that way.
And that's another guy. See, that's why you can't be believing them reports, because he was another guy with them mini camp OTA reports.
Yeah.
Nesta Jade.
That's true.
Trash.
But his college film was nice, though, because he had some
he was a 5-star, I want to say.
Physical.
He was a 5-star. I think 5-star for when he went to ASU. Now, where did he start? He didn't start at ASU. He started somewhere else. He finished at ASU. It might have been Miami. He was
Miami. He started at Miami.
4 or 5-star recruit.
Yeah,
dude. And then
he was real physical. Like, I was a fan of him, man. I was a fan of him. But he ended up going. Yeah, he ended up at
Arizona State. I think he got kicked off the team with Miami. To be honest with you,
probably.
Yeah. Probably when Mario Cristobal got down there, he probably started cleaning the house.
Hey, Rock likes Booker. Booker's a big boy.
I like Booker too.
That's a real big fella.
Yeah,
right?
that's a big dude. Yeah,
he's a big dude.
He's a true nose.
LS, don't even mention that.
I know LS.
Oh my God.
I just saw it right now. John Felling says, "I'm telling you guys, watch out for Mello Dotson,
2nd round pick, bro. Oh my God.
You could. All of us on this panel were shocked when Mello Dotson continued to drop. We went live for the last round of the draft, and I think we checked in at the end. But I'll tell you right now, to see Mello Dotson not get drafted was crazy. I think it was truly just his 40 time. He had a really bad 40 time.
Yeah.
But for us to pick him up, I mean, that was sneaky as all hell.
I like that.
At the end of the day, I was shocked that he did not get drafted. So we're with you 100%.
Like Mello Dotson.
Yeah, LS. Just Win Baby, Laulu and Adam Butler might happen. Stem T, what's going on? Appreciate you rocking with us. Okay, so let me kind of go back, put us back up to the big screen, and we're gonna have fun with our last segment, and then we're gonna get into the last topic, which is Tom Brady basically saying no go on Sam Darnold. We'll talk real briefly about that, but we're gonna have some fun.
The USC guy, I'm all for it.
Yeah, there we go.
That was West Coast on West Coast violence.
Hey.
I'm out of it, bro.
We good with that over here. It's the bees in the city. We good with that.
I stick with the Big Ten slander.
So you guys know, hey, we just have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, me and Coach go at it.
We have a little bit of fun in the off season. Obviously, there's not a whole lot to talk about at times, and so we just jump on a little entertainment and have a little fun. So we do a start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em, which we just did, and I'm sure we're still waiting on Coach to give us his start, bench, cut, as we've been waiting for the last month and a half, damn near.
Coach somewhere watching Ricky Dudley highlights.
Yeah, LS. Still rocking it, bro. I ain't fixed it yet, LS.
LS.
Talking about this hat.
Yeah, look like that little rat tail.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we just try to jump on, have a little fun. We did a start bench from cut 'em earlier. Now we're doing our blind ranking top 5. So I'm going to pick up a player one by one. Chat, do a blind ranking at the very end. You guys let me know kind of how it worked out. It's all fun and games that we just have fun with it. But at the very end, we're going to sit there and go, look, how would you truly rank these guys? All right. But right now it's just a blind top 5 ranking. Bring out your pad of paper, your pen, however you want to do it. And follow along, have fun. Let me know just kind of where you rank them. And so as I pull these guys up, just hit hit the name, and then just give me where you're ranking them. We'll have some fun, and we'll play it out.
And everybody, remember how 805 gets down. He likes to, he likes to be sneaky at the end, man. So don't let him trap you in the corner.
We'll see how it works out.
Don't tell him what you got open left. Don't let him know.
Do not tell him.
I'm gonna ask.
Don't answer incorrectly.
Jay, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Piano man in the building. All right, man. Have fun with it. Let's go. Yeah, man, hit them likes, people. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. You got Chris Protection Show podcast up top, the Severe Raider down below. I'm 805 Raider. Real talk, Raider Nation, man. We appreciate everybody. Hit that like button if you can.
Deadly? Oh man, they taking the way back.
Yeah. I know. Look at that.
That's your last 5 seconds.
Ricky Dudley, man.
But hey,
Dudley, that's coach's guy. That's coach's dude.
Hey, I'm glad we finally got us a tight end though.
Yeah. Look, check this out though. I know we got Jeremy Chin, but shit, now with Christian Wilkins news, we might have to do some little bit of game film of Leaky Fotu. We might have to chop up that game film a little bit and bring back some Jonah Laulu clips.
Actually, that's a good idea. Actually, that's a good idea.
Cool question before we jump into this. I remember us breaking them down. How do we feel about Mello Dotson getting some play at nickel?
I don't think he's fast enough. I don't think he's quick enough to keep up.
But didn't he play? Didn't he play some nickel in college though?
All I saw was him as an outside corner.
He was because he was willing. He was more willing a tackler in the run game than I thought when I watched him.
He is. He's physical.
I feel like he wasn't. I feel like I remember seeing him coming up from the slot, but maybe not. But yeah, his speed. I mean, what did he end up running? Did he end up running 4.6?
He was pretty bad. But I don't think you got to be that. I mean, I think more quicker than fast at nickel.
At nickel, bro.
Because what did Amik run? Amik wasn't fast, particularly fast.
Nah, he was probably a 4 or 5 guy. He was.
Yeah.
But Amik though, he had some hops.
So,
but he had to be. He was fluid with transitions. He was.
Yeah, I was actually pissed off we let Amik go. That's just me. But what up? I appreciate you, LS. Daniel Kim, we're gonna do safeties. This is gonna be a blind ranking of safeties. We're gonna have fun with it.
Safeties.
Yep.
Oh, so I'm with Sean Taylor going on here somewhere.
Oh, Sean
I know,
Taylor,
I know.
Bob.
What up, Reese?
What's going on, building?
What up, Rundown? What's happening, man?
Rundown. Salute.
Appreciate you rocking with us, man.
Good show on Saturday, man. I had to dip out early, but great show on Saturday. You and Jay.
Sure.
Yeah. Especially bring back the Turf and Rundown show too, man.
Yeah,
you guys bring the shows back.
A TRS show's coming soon too. Be ready.
Yeah, not ready for that. The last one was.
Man, what was there? Yeah, you just in time, man. Just in time. Blind top 5 ranking. We're doing safeties. And we have a little fun. I guess last point on Mello Dotson. The one thing I really liked about Mello Dotson was the fact that when you can watch his film and you don't see the 40 time, you don't realize the bad 40 time, then he definitely does a good job of positioning, understanding how to position himself against routes. And so that's why I wasn't too concerned.
I agree there. I agree. Honestly, some people just don't run good 40s because even what's his name? Trey Tucker didn't have a necessarily good 40 time. He's way faster than what his 40 was. So
So I'm trying to think. And ironically, I mean, there's no way in the world we ever bring this guy in. But oh boy, the other Miami corner last year, Xavier Howard. I think he was like a 4.5, almost 4.6, like 4.58.
Yeah.
And he could at one point he was one of the better corners in the league. So
yeah, he was.
He was, but you knew that was never going to happen with his history.
Yeah, he's a.
You ain't bringing his
crazy.
So, all right, let's go. Blind ranking, top 5 guys. Hey, when the player pops up, man, just let me know where you're putting them. Put the number and then the name next to it, and I'm gonna keep track, and I'll ask you guys at the end what you got left, and all you guys are gonna answer. Damn it! All right, let's have fun. Let's rock. All right, here we go. First one, safeties up. Let's have some fun. All right.
Let's see what we got. What we got. Oh,
We're starting out.
starting there.
We're starting out.
Oh, you choosing
Rodney
violence.
Harrison.
You choosing
We're starting
violence.
out with Rodney Harrison.
Dang.
You choosing
Where you
violence.
guys got him ranked, chat.
Dang,
Where
he
you got him
choosing-
ranked.
Yeah.
He choosing violence right away.
We're out the box.
Right away.
Where are you gonna rank him?
Okay.
And remember, at the end, we're gonna
just because
at
I know
the end-
805, I know what to do with this.
He going, see, dang, he already got me going against my plan.
Isaiah at 4.
My plan was to leave those middle ones
Isaiah
open.
said
Yeah.
overrated.
And I'm already going against my plan already.
But the fact that he got him on here, 805 is bringing the heavy hitters on this one.
No, see, but nah, see,
Bringing the
that's
heavy hitters on this one.
nah. At 805, he's a slippery one.
So
wants you to
Samir's
think.
like, I don't know about
Bringing
this.
the heavy
You know,
hitters.
watch. The last one's gonna be Michael Huff and his 11 career interceptions. Watch.
So mess up everybody's stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Harrison was cold, bro.
Let's see. John Fallon, you got him at 3. All right, let's go. Jeremy, you got him at 2. Okay, Just Win, you got him at 4.
Ooh, got him at 2.
2. Rick
Gotta
Rock
know
got him at
805. You gotta know
It's
805.
not too many. It's not too many guys I will put over him. But safety is not a big name position. That's the only thing. It's not a big name. It's only served so many named guys. So that's what I'm thinking. Like,
But we
gonna
don't know
get
how
big
far
names.
back he's gonna go. You know,
exactly.
he might bring Lott in there. He might, I
You
think
just
Ed
don't
gonna be there. I
know.
think Troy gonna be. Hey,
You just don't know.
we gonna see. We gonna see.
Right. Harrison at 5. Almond Clay Sunrise. What a hell of a name. You got him at
Hey.
5. That's bold work right there. Ellis at 3. Alec M. What up, Alec M? You got him at 3. I don't know, Super Omnicron. Let's see. He said, "Oh man, Jay, if you did not catch that show a long time ago, we used to do. I don't want to go deep.
Joyner.
Hey,
Somehow,
Lamarcus Joyner at safety is good. We tried to put him at nickel, and that's where it went bad downhill.
That was insane. He just came off of a year playing good safety.
Yeah,
He was a top safety in that free agency class, and we moved it. Never mind, bro. Never mind. I'm gonna get pissed off all over. I'm gonna be just as mad as 805 in the operating room,
exactly.
man. Piran got him at 4. All right, let's go. Here we go. Let me kind of get down. Stem T got him at 5. Rock 2. All right, here we go. All right, Daniel Kim got him at 4. Okay, next up, number 2. Here we go. Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas. Remember, guys, at the end, you're going to give me your true ranking. So this is on blind. We're just having some fun. Chat, let me know where you got him.
Well, I need 3 dogs. I need 3 dogs.
Well, shit.
Well, there goes my ranking already. I'm done.
3 dogs.
Round
It's a
three.
wrap for me.
I need
What up,
3
D Menace? What's
dogs.
happening, man?
It's a wrap for me already.
Got him at 2. Just One Baby at 3.
Yeah, you
Alec
can't
M.
get mad at that though. At his
2.
best, you can't get mad at that. You can't
John
get mad
Fallon's
at
at 2. Jay
So
got him at 4.
We know Ed's gonna be on there. We know Ed's gonna be on there.
You know
I think
Ed-
Troy gonna be on there.
You just
I
never
think
know.
I think Ed and Sean both gonna be on there. That's what
And
makes it so tough.
Sean. He may leave Big Hit Bob off.
Sean gonna be on there for sure because we talked about Sean before, so Sean gonna be on
Yeah.
there for sure.
Stem T's at 3. Rocks at 3. All right, here we go.
All right, this gonna let me know what I need to know. This gonna let me know. Oh,
All right.
Darren Woodson.
Darren Woodson.
I wasn't expecting
Darren
that.
Woodson.
I wasn't expecting that.
Was not. I mean, I had to throw one in there that was just
Yeah, but I'm
you guys
cool with
wouldn't
it.
have expected.
I'm so Darren Woodson was cold.
Mm-hmm.
Those many
He was.
years,
He's a bad man.
he may have been the best safety.
Yeah.
He's at the top of the game.
Yeah.
He was nice.
He was
Is it
nice.
5?
I can't lie. He was nice.
He was real nice. Like
Yeah,
he was nice. He was nice.
I'm telling you, here we go.
Oh, the chat don't like Darren though.
I'm about to say,
Yeah,
yeah,
one
Leo,
good
line
year.
rank.
Just off rip, as him being a cowboy, I'm gonna hate him regardless.
Fair enough. Fair
Only
enough.
cowboy I ever
MT2,
liked that's a
Rock
real
4.
cowboy was
Do y'all
Marion.
forget Darren Woodson? They talking
That's
about
the
yeah,
only
one
real
good
cowboy.
year. Huh?
That's the only real cowboy I ever liked was Marion. R.I.P.
Oh,
Let's see.
The
Jeremy got
Barbarian.
him at 4. Just
Yeah.
Win got him at 5. All right. Yeah, he was nice, man. John Fallon, you got him at 5. One good year. That's what he's saying.
no way.
Rocket 5. Let's see. Earl Thomas. Yeah, man. He's a bad man. I'm at 3. Alec at 4. LS, you got Darren was at 4. Let's see. Jay got him at 5. All right. Super, you got him at 5.
Damn. Y'all like him that
Okay.
much?
I know. Kevin Lurker's got him at 4. But hey, this is blind. All right. Then at the end, you guys will rank them true, and we'll have some fun with it. Peter Ring got him at 3.
I remember Woodson being nice.
He was nice.
Yeah,
He was
am I
nice.
missing something?
He was
Eric
nice.
Harris.
People don't like the Cowboys, bro. That's just what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Kim got
Maybe
it.
that's what it is, man.
Earl Thomas said 2.
They don't like the Cowboys.
Yeah, no one liked the Cowboys. No, ain't nobody liked the Cowboys.
But even then, like on this list of guys, though, I would, in my opinion, he'd clearly be the third guy out of these guys. I didn't.
All right, so hey, speaking of, man, I know we talked about Cowboys, but just so you guys know, people new in the building, week 2. Make sure you guys, if you guys gonna be at the Cowboys game week 2 home opener, we're gonna be there, man. Hit us up. We're all gonna try to link up with everybody. Chargers. What up, Dixon?
Cowboys.
CBA. We gonna go back, Dixon. All right. Piano Man's got him at 5. Let's go.
Yeah, 3 times All Pro. That is a good thing. That's what I'm saying.
Who was that? How many times was Earl All Pro though?
Huh?
How many times was Earl All Pro? Earl was probably All Pro. Like,
I don't know how many times he
think
was
more
All
than
Pro.
3?
I don't think it was more than 3.
Man, I don't know. Maybe
Maybe
I'm misremembering.
Because Earl played, but see, Earl played at the same time as Ed Reed though. Who was a safety?
Okay, Earl 3 times. Appreciate Isaiah.
Earl
that was like Ronnie Lott, right?
Yeah, I was like, that's the old Ronnie Lott.
He was before Ed.
Yeah,
right.
Stem T thinks Ed's gonna be number 1. You just never know. Stem T, you just never know.
Maybe I'm wild, man. Maybe I'm wild.
This next one gonna let me know if I'm in trouble or not. Is this next one gonna let me know if I'm in trouble or not? Right now I'm sitting pretty.
Go.
The next one gonna let me know if I'm in trouble or not.
All right, next one. Here we go.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cam Chancellor.
I'm in trouble.
Cam Chancellor.
Me.
I'm in trouble. It's a
wrap for me, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I need a Cam. I need a Cam Chancellor to come out first.
Yeah,
it's
a wrap for me too. It's a wrap for me too. And if Ed Reed ain't on his list, then throw my whole list in the trash.
Isaiah, yeah, see, Isaiah's not happy too. Gunman's got him at 2.
Got Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu,
it got to be one of them.
Almond Glaze Sunrise.
If it's not one of those, I'm in trouble.
Look, we got plenty of cheaters in chat. Almond Glaze Sunrise is the cheater now, man.
Even Sean Taylor. I'll take that at this point.
I'll take Sean. Exactly. I need.
Okay.
Carl Joseph. Hey, I like Carl Joseph.
Put
Mike Mitchell on there. That was my boy.
Hey, Missile Mike.
Man,
put Brandy and Ross on here. Anthony Dorsett.
So let's see. All right, so Jeremy's got number 1 left. Jeremy's got number 1 left. I already know. See, I find out somehow. I'll look at him. Got him at 5. Carl Joseph.
Yeah, man, I'm talking too much.
I know.
All right, let's see. All right, 4, but I regret the Cowboys at 3. All right, Pierre got him at 2.
It got to be Sean. I think it got to be Sean.
It's gonna be old boy. Now, what's the old boy that used to play for us? With the I always forget his name. With the tattoos, he was a special teamer.
Special teamer.
I forget his name all the time.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Damn,
I heard someone say Eric Harris in the chat earlier.
Eric Harris before Eric Harris.
Oh,
I forget his name every single time.
Giandarno or Giandarno or
I remember him, but he didn't have tattoos though.
Okay.
Oh nah. What's my guy's name? I forget his name every single time. He was on those good teams.
Oh, Tavon
Branch is a bad man.
No, not Tavon Branch. Not Tavon.
No, he was a white guy though, right?
He was a white guy. That's the guy I'm talking about. Is white guy. Forget his name.
Oh, you talking about Eric Harris?
No, before he was Eric Harris. Before Eric Harris.
Yeah, who are you talking?
What's my guy's name?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you do always bring this
He had
guy
like the
up.
crazy like spike tattoo on his shoulder.
I forget.
Chad. Let him know.
He does. Yeah, Severe bringing him up from time to time. I forgot who we talking about.
Yeah, Jeremy's got number 1 open. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm blanking on who you even talking about, to be honest with you.
No, it ain't Stu.
Not Stu.
Yeah, it's not Stu.
I can see him, but I can't.
I see him too. He got like bug eyes, big ass forehead. He was a white guy. It's not Stu though. I remember Stewart. Stu.
Shit, I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy work though. Well, I mean, chat. If you guys look him up, find out. Well, help us out. All right, let's go. Last one. We're gonna see what it is. Here we go. Final guy, and after this, chat, you guys gonna let me know what you got ranking, and then we'll do it. We'll do an actual ranking.
Screwed.
Here we go.
Big Hit Bob.
Hit Bob. Shout out to
Big Hit
Bob.
Bob.
Who was it? Where were you at?
Messed up.
Where were you at? Hold on.
Mine's all messed up.
Shout out to Isaiah, man. He called it earlier.
I did like Bob.
Bob was a bad man. I loved watching him play.
There's no way he should be number 1 on my list.
Exactly. Bob was
I like Bob too.
Bob was 5'8".
Yeah.
5'7".
Yeah, 5'8".
He's a bring it though.
Isaiah, I got you.
Yeah. And then he get hurt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Bob Sanders was a bad man. All right, so everybody, let me know. Let me know if you can put the number that you ranked him at and the player's name, and it'll tell me kind of where you had him ranked. All right, so let me know. Just put it all in the chat. But let me get to my guys first this time. All right, let's go.
Smith. That's who it is. Harrison Smith. Severe.
No, that's the guy that plays for whatchamacallit. That's the guy that plays for the Vikings.
Yeah, he didn't play for us.
Okay. Nah, who is the dude, man? It's gonna bother me, man.
All right, let's go. Hold on. LSD's got it. He put Cam at 1, or his blind ranking, Cam at 1, Earl at 2, Harrison at 3, Woodson at 4, Sanders at 5. Super, you're saying, all right, you blind ranking Cam Chancellor at 1, but all these are you only had one open. All right. What up, Larry? What's going on? My guess is you had Harrison at 4, Earl Thomas at 1, Bob Sanders at 3, Darren Woodson at 2, Cam Chancellor at 5. That's kind of how I'm reading it. All right, so let's do this. Isaiah, you had 1 Bob, 2 Cam, 3 Earl, 4 Rodney, Harrison, and 5 Rod Woodson. Okay, and look, it's all blind. We're going to do our real ranking in just a second. J.A. Sanders. All right, Cam, Earl, Henderson, then Woodson. All right, so let's do this. Severe, what'd you end up with?
I got, you want to see it? Yeah, I can see it on Cam. I got Bob Sanders, Cam Chancellor, Rodney Harrison, Earl Thomas, Darren Woodson.
All right, not bad. All right, let's go. Chris, what'd you end up with?
Mine's probably worse, but I went Bob, Cam, Woodson, Harrison, Thomas.
Bob, Cam, Woodson.
Dang, the Thomas slander is.
I like Thomas. He cool, but but the thing is, 805 threw me off by putting Harrison so early.
Oh, no, I knew he was going to throw somebody.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I'm like, we going big body. We going hard on this one. So I'm thinking he gonna bring out the Eds, the Troy.
Know what? Gerard Cooper.
He ain't white.
Gerard Cooper.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay,
Cooper.
Yeah, he's mixed.
Yeah, but he look white though. I mean,
he's light skinned.
But nah, you threw me way off. I'm thinking somebody else, completely else.
But he's like Eric Harris. Ain't Eric Harris? I thought Eric Harris was mixed.
Is he?
Exactly. See, that's what I thought about Gerard Cooper.
Oh shit. Okay, let's go. Kevin Lurk, you got 1 Sanders, 2 Harrison, 3 Thomas, 4 Woodson, 5 Cam. Just win. You got your blind. 1 Sanders, 2 Cam, 3 Earl, 4 Harrison, 5 Woodson. All right. Let's see. All right. Daniel Kim, your blind is 1 Sanders, 2 Thomas, 3 Cam Chancellor, 4 Harrison, 5 Woodson. All right. Let's see. Ooh, Jeff Heath.
Yeah.
He was the guy that came over from the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Came over from the Cowboys. Yeah, he had a nice interception, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think was it against the Chiefs? Did he pick
know,
6?
That was one of the first guys that Gruden went and got.
Yeah. I actually liked that.
Cowboy fans hated that dude. They couldn't wait to get rid of Jeff Heath. But he had a pick. Yeah, I want to say he had a pick 6
he
or
did
a
have
nice
a big
pick against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
When we beat the Chiefs, right? He might have had a 2 interception game.
No, you might be talking about Eric Harris.
I remember we was having some. No, because remember Harris did it later, but Jeff Heath started it.
Okay.
Eric Harris had the pick 6 against the Chargers. I think he had a pick 6 against the coach too.
He had 2. He had 2 in one season.
Jeff Heath I think he had like a 2 interception game against the Chiefs.
I can see that.
Telling you. All right, so Jeremy, all right, you're blind. You got Bob Sanders 1, 2 Rodney Harrison, 3 Earl Thomas, 4 Darren Woodson, 5 Cam Chancellor. All right, so let's do this. All right, guys, erase them. Let's do the real one. All right, so chat, if you can do it again, but type in real first. Hit the real one so I know it's real, and then give me your actual ranking. How would you rank these safeties? Daniel Kim out at first. I appreciate you, man. Here's his real one. He's putting Earl Thomas number 1. Darren Woodson number 2, 3 Cam Chancellor, 4 Bob Sanders, Rodney Harrison number 5.
Oh man, that's
Woo!
That's crazy work, Daniel.
Bold, Daniel Kim.
I know that's the AFC West hate and Patriot hate.
I'm telling you, hit that roll. Okay, so all right, Jeremy, you're not blind. All right, I like it. 1 Earl. All right, it says that's back-to-back Earl Thomas is number 1. 2 Rodney Harrison. 3 Cam Chancellor. 4 Darren Woodson. Number 1 Bob Sanders. All right, okay.
Am I old or something? I thought Darren
Woodson.
Darren Woodson was cold to me, man. Am I just old?
He was. I
think he was. I think he old, but nah. I ain't rocking. I ain't rocking with Darren.
Darren was cold, man.
All right, J.A., your actual list. You got Cam at your actual list. Cam at 1, Rodney Harris at 2, Earl Thomas at 3, Bob Sanders at 4, Darren Woodson last. No shit. John Fallon. All right, let's go. You're real. I think you're putting Rodney Hudson at 3, Earl Thomas at 2, Bob Sanders at 5, Darren Woodson at 4, Cam Chancellor at 1.
People remember Cam Chancellor got a lot of name recognition.
He did. Right. It's like I'd have to go back. I obviously hit the piss out of people without question, but he was trying to figure out, okay, like was he the full package?
Cam Chancellor?
Yeah.
Was he the full package?
But he was a chess piece though.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was good at his role.
Exactly.
Because you couldn't bring nothing over the middle of that field. You getting smacked, and he was athletic as hell too for a guy his size. Yeah. So he can run with like a lot of the running tight end. Like that's when running tight ends really start to be a part of team's game plans. He can run with most of those guys. He can keep up with them athletically. So that's what made him so unique. But they were in that cover 3 too. So. Yeah. He really just got to sit over the middle of the field because Earl had everything deep. Richard Sherman had the other third, and then whoever they had opposite of them, whether it was Brandon Browner or whether it was I forgot the other guy,
the other dude.
What happened? Yeah, the other guy.
The other dude. Yeah,
Brandon Browner. Then it was the guy that went to the who to go to the Falcons? Not the Falcons, to the Vikings. Now who signed the other guy? Gave him that fat contract. And he was trash.
Right. Yeah, I forgot the guy's name.
Well, all I gotta say about Cam is like, look, I'm not taking away from what he did, but he was in that perfect situation to where you're playing with 2 great corners with Earl Thomas safety on top, and so They took everything away on top. He was in that perfect position to where you're killing people on crossers. You're the unblocked safety in the box, and so you basically got kill shots all over the place. So I'm not taking away what he did because he did his role extremely well, but he was in like the perfect situation to thrive.
He was.
So, but I like, yeah, man, the real one, you got, I think it's Rodney Harrison at 2, Earl Thomas at 1, Bob Sanders at 4, Darren Woodson at 3, Cam Chancellor at 5, if I read it right. Isaiah, your real one is 1 Sanders. Ooh, you putting Bob Sanders at 1. I'm not hating it. I was a fan of Bob Sanders.
I am.
Woodson at 2, Earl at 3, Rodney Harrison at 4, and Cam at 5. Just Win, your real one is 1 Cam, 2 Earl Thomas, Rodney Hudson at 3, Darren Woodson at 4, Bob Sanders at 5. Man, just flip of the switch. Isaiah had Bob Sanders at 1. Just Win, you're putting him at 5. All right, I'm gonna get to the next, the rest of them. Severe, give me your real.
I'll go first. It'll be controversial, especially to you, Daniel Kim. But I gotta go Rodney Harrison 1, man. I gotta go Rodney Harrison 1.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you gotta go Rodney Harrison 1. I got Earl Thomas 2, Darren Woodson 3, Cam Chancellor 4, and I got Bob Sanders 5. I love Bob Sanders, but bro, he really didn't get a lot of ball production, and he was hurt all the time.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He was hurt all the time. He was hurt. All right. So Chris, I'll get yours in just a second. Let's see. Raider Hawaii. All right. Cam out. You're throwing Reed in there. Raider Hawaii. I never known you as a cheater. God damn it. Chancellor Harrison, Woodson, and then Sanders. All right. You put a Reed in there. God damn it. Let's see. Let me see if I got any more. Let's see. LS, your actual ranking. You got Sanders at 1. I'm with you, LS. LS. I like your style. Earl at 2, Harrison at 3, Woodson at 4, Cam at 5. Pops, I believe, is this your real one? Sanders at 1, Woodson at 2, Earl at 3, Harrison at 5, or at 4, Cam at 5. Let's see. SoCal, your actual list. You got Cam at 1, Bob at 2, Earl. A lot of people got Bob up there. Bob at 2, Earl at 3, Rodney at
SoCal, 4. How old are you? I'm just curious. How old is Sal, man?
We're about to find out. I'm gonna get. Let's go. I'm glad Sunrise. What's happening? All right. Earl Thomas at 1, Rodney Hudson at 2. Let's see. Sanders at 3, Darren Woodson at 4, Cam at 5. All right. So I'll get to the rest of them as I scroll down. Chris, man, what's your real ranking?
Hey, man. So mine is this one. So I got Rodney Harrison
at
got
1.
Woodson, Big Hit Bob, Thomas, and Cam.
All right, you got Woodson at 2, man.
I like him up there, man. Like I really like Woodson.
I'm with you.
And like I said, I don't know if I just don't remember, but
what was your order over time?
I got Harrison.
Oh, no, here we go, Severe.
Yeah, I got Harrison, Woodson, Bob, Earl, and Cam.
Yeah,
I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Woodson. I think this probably in Ohio, they probably showed a bunch of Cowboys games. I probably thought
they did. They did on Fox that 4:00 game.
You probably saw Woodson every week.
Oh,
but he was. I don't know, man. Woodson was. But you guys just hate the Cowboys. I don't necessarily hate the Cowboys.
I hate the Cowboys.
But I hate the Patriots and the Chargers too. I still gave Rodney Harrison this props.
Harrison was cold. That to me, he was an easy number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Easy number 1.
All right, let's go. Dan and Kim, what aspect of the safety are we arguing for? Just overall. Just overall safety play. I don't want to get too deep into just who was a hitter versus who was a more coverage. Just overall.
Darren Woodson looked like a snitch too, to be honest with you.
What?
He just looked like he was snitch on you.
Oh, God damn it.
If you a brother, you only got that, and you only got that one patch, and you got that one patch, and you got waves on that one patch. I automatically assume you're a snitch. I automatically assume you're a snitch. You know what I'm talking about. You know the haircut I'm talking about, man. You got the John Carlos Stanton. This is the one.
That is insane, man.
Isaiah, what's the criteria? No criteria. You rank them how you like them. Let's see. Yeah, Larry Gruz is severe. All right, good shit.
Darren Woodson looks like Professor Ogilvy. I can't trust him.
A little patch of deep waves, man.
See, Anthony,
Ogilvy. I can't trust
Ed Reed might make a safety list. Hey, it's not about who is. It's just top 5 in general, not who are the top 5. But yes, Anthony or Sean Taylor could be on this on a top safety list without question.
Yeah.
Jason likes Severe's list as well. Let's see. Stem T. Here's top 5 Caucasian safeties.
Why you got Steve Atwater in there?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, why is Steve Atwater in there?
What are you talking about?
He's sneaking that one in. You thought you were sneaky.
I'm trying to stick
God damn it, man. You Steve Atwater in there. That's funny. That's good shit.
Top 5 black quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, Tom Brady, and
McNabb.
Oh shit, that's funny. That's good times. All right, let's go.
What was that comment, man? Hold on.
Where's it at?
Let's see. Who said it? Yeah, Alec M, man. That's what I'm saying. Alec M know what he's talking about. You gotta go up.
This one?
Yeah. They don't remember him, man. Alec, they don't remember him.
Yeah. I remember him.
Man.
I remember him being a snitch.
The boy can play, man.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Elias, I can see you putting one together. I can see you putting one together.
We let y'all take care of that.
Yeah,
exactly. Huh. All right. Let me go back up to the big screen real quick. Shut this thing down, and then we are gonna get back to our last topic. Last topic in chat. Let us know what your thoughts are on this. We probably won't take too long on it, but because obviously we already know what our situation is. But I know a lot of people are talking about Sam Darnold. A lot of people wanted Sam Darnold, and so we're going to kind of pop this up on screen. And so NFL Insider, Tom Brady didn't want Sam Darnold as the Raiders QB. Push for Geno Smith. Chat, let us know if you wanted Sam Darnold or if you're cool with it. But we'll kind of go down a little bit. And it says, according to Michael Silver of The Athletic, Brady did not want the Raiders to invest in Sam Darnold, the top free agent quarterback on the market. Instead, the Seahawks ended up signing Darnold to a 3-year, $100 million contract just days after trading away Smith. And look, the report went on to say that, or it kind of goes into detail just to kind of say Tom Brady did want or did push for Geno Smith. And at the end of the day, we all obviously know the direction that we went. We got Geno Smith. Again, chat, let us know if you want Sam Darnold. But here's my thing is, I think it's just weird how, Tom Brady is always kind of connected to this quarterback talk. But it's like, at the end of the day, we only have Geno Smith because of Pete Carroll. Like, that's the connection.
Yeah. I think that's
there's no connection with Tom Brady and Geno Smith.
Right.
If you look back at what Tom Brady, what he's touched so far in this organization, how has that affected our quarterback room as it stands right now at all?
That's a good point.
He cleared everything for Ben Johnson. Didn't happen. We didn't get all the connections to Shedeur Sanders, and we had all the chances in the world to get him if he really liked Shedeur Sanders, and we didn't get him.
Good point.
All those rumblings of him bumping shoulders with Matthew Stafford up in Montana or wherever it was.
Yeah.
Montana didn't get him.
Yeah.
And we end up with the only quarterback that had ties to Pete Carroll. So in reality, what stamp has Tom Brady had in this quarterback room, if any at all, that's kind of the question that I have. And so, Chris, I'll throw it to you first this time, man. What's your thoughts on this whole thing? Again, I didn't think we're going to touch on it too long, but what's your thoughts on this, if anything?
Yeah, well, for one, if that is the case, I'm glad. I was very vocal about not wanting Sam Darnold. Like, I was going to be pissed if that was the direction we were going in.
I'll get back to you, Dan and Kim.
And as far as kind of like Tom Brady, like, I think, yeah, as far as quarterbacks go, he hasn't, I don't think he had any pull as far as, like you said. I think he wanted Stafford, but Stafford used us. The whole Shador thing, I told people, a long time ago, it's like, yeah, just because, he trained him, for a weekend and kind of mentored him just from a business and marketing standpoint, does not mean that he's going to want, and invest a lot of money in Shador. So, yeah, to me, I think Tom Brady's biggest influence was getting Pete Carroll in the building. And Pete actually kind of said that, like, in his interview. I don't know if you guys caught his interview he did with the Marshawn Lynch and Bennett, like their show.
He just the whole thing, but
yeah. Like he kind of talked about, once Tom got there, that really was something that interests him. So, but yeah, as far as the quarterbacks go, I don't think Tom really did anything for the quarterback room.
Yeah, Severe Man, what's your thoughts?
Well, obviously, renowned black quarterback Tom Brady wanted another black quarterback in the building. Now, in terms of what Tom Brady has done to put a stamp on his quarterback room, Cam Miller, he's doing Tybo with Aiden O'Connell on the weekends, I guess. Outside of that, I really don't know what he's done for this quarterback room. I know before, when we first got Pete Carroll as our coach, I think people were watching. Obviously, people always watch these players' social media, and I want to say like Geno Smith like tweeted out like 2 jets, like, or 2 airplanes or whatever. Like, you about to get up out of there. I think that was like a cryptic tweet he sent out at that time. So it looks something might have already been kind of working behind the scenes at that point. We all know his affinity for Pete Carroll and Pete Carroll's affinity for him. And then we also heard about how the Raiders brass, they were having like weekly or maybe even more than that, but they were having those frequent meetings where they were really just talking about their options at quarterback. And they were, kind of going over all the different scenarios of what they can do with the quarterback, whether that be via free agency or that be via the draft. And I know Brady was involved with those. Spytek was involved with those. I believe Carroll was involved with those as well. So what was said in those rooms, we'll never really know. But I'm pretty sure, like, Brady if it came down to Geno Smith or Sam Darnold, that Brady preferred Geno Smith, and he gave his vote of confidence to Geno Smith. Especially if you watch, I believe it was the last game of the regular season that Sam Darnold played. I think Brady was on the team. He was calling it, and he was just like shitting on Sam Darnold. Like, everybody, what are you doing there? Like, making it known, like, man, it's a great call right here. This guy
but why would you do that? Yeah,
it makes the dumbest. Yeah, like, why would you do that? He makes it like he was letting it be known, like, yeah, this dude is not.
And the thing is, with his contract with the TV, he has to be real careful what he says. He can't even down players anyway. Exactly. So it was like, he did make it known that, like, yeah, why did he make like, that read?
He was sending out like he was letting subliminal messages for sure. Like, I do not want this dude over here. So, it's not a surprise. And I think a lot of people thought with the Sam Darnold season was fool's gold. Like, he's a guy that couldn't really get any run anywhere else. I didn't like him since he was drafted. I've been watching him, obviously being a Pac-10, Pac-12 guy since he was at SC. I was never really impressed with him then there either. He had some physical traits that people might have liked. So I can understand why they drafted him high. He's another one of those traits guys that got overdrafted, but I never really thought he was going to be any good. So I'm happy that other 2 players, Geno Smith, obviously, I'm happy there. Even though Sam Darnold's still young. I think he's like, he might only be like, I think he's Aiden O'Connell's age.
I was about to say, I already know
Ain't
coming.
You
Like,
knew
you
Severe was
know,
gonna bring that up.
He might be a year older than Aiden O'Connell, a year older
Been
than
in the
Tyler
league
Shook.
for 8 years in the same.
Yeah, he's like 27 years old. It was just crazy. Tyler Shook just got in the league. He's 26. Aiden O'Connell's like 27, been in the league 2 years. And Sam Darnold been here forever. He's 27.
Oh man.
Hey, real quick, did I freeze up at all?
No.
Or am I still good?
Yeah, you're froze.
Okay. Well,
Oh yeah. Your video feed is froze. I was too busy making fun of Aiden O'Connell. Notice.
yeah. So I can still hear you. If you guys still hear me, I can't click on the chat right now. I'll wait for it to kind of come back if you guys can hear me. But I'll give my take real quick on it. Is basically, look, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are saying that either Sam Darnold's gonna leave and be trash over in Seattle and stuff like that. And look, no matter what, you need weapons. If this league has shown anything or provided anything, improved anything, is that a quarterback needs a good offensive line. You need weapons. You need a good run game. You need help. And so I do think that paying for Sam Darnold in the very short stint that he had success, I was not going to pay all that money. And I'm glad that we went with a veteran quarterback that can prove a little bit or that has a proven record that he can find success. But at the end of the day, with this article saying that Tom Brady, pushed for Geno Smith, and that he didn't want Sam Darnold, honestly, I don't even know if they're talking to Tom Brady. I think at the end of the day, Tom Brady. Oh, I think I'm back. Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah, it just flashed on me. I'm back. Okay, cool. At the end of the day, I'm starting to lean more and more to Markdavis might be, because the thing is, Tom Brady not only has a lot of money, but he's got ties to a shit ton of money. And there's a really good chance that Markdavis brought Tom Brady in because he's got connections like you wouldn't believe. And he's bringing millions upon millions of dollars into this organization. And I think that's probably why Tom Brady's in here. Does he have some conversation about quarterbacks? Probably, without question. They probably bounce some ideas off or what have you. But if Tom Brady truly had a stance, and maybe Tom Brady's true way to prove that he's got pull was that move of getting rid of Tom Telesco, getting rid of Antonio Pierce, wiping the slate clean, and rolling out the red carpet for Ben Johnson. And Ben Johnson said, "Peace, I'm going to another trash organization, which is the Bears." Without even an in-person interview.
Yeah.
He did a virtual interview, didn't go back for a second interview, and took that job right out the box. And so, and Matthew Stafford, he basically used us for leverage.
Yeah, he did.
And jumped back over to the Rams. And so it's like everything, and again, all the Shador talk. First round goes by, didn't take him. Second, third, fourth, like we wanted nothing to do with Shador Sanders and all that talk of Tom Brady and him working closely together and all that. So at the end of the day, it's starting to lean more and more to I think Tom Brady has a financial advantage in coming into this organization as opposed to actual personnel. And so because we got Geno because of Pete, point blank period. So that's kind of my take on it. I'll kind of go back. I do think people kind of threw their 2 cents in here as well. You got Anthony saying Kevin O'Connell can get random fans in the stands and to look good in that offense.
I love a coach.
LS.
I love a coach.
Yeah, unpopular opinion. Tom Brady has very little pull. When it comes to this roster, man, it just doesn't look like it. Anthony saying Geno's a lot more proven. Daniel Kim, F. Darnold, O'Connell made him. Pops is saying Geno will prove his worth more than Donald this year. Sam is too inconsistent.
I agree there.
Yeah. Stem T, you're saying nobody knew Geno was going to be available. True. We had to trade for him, so we didn't know just how available he was going to be, without question. Alec M, Vikings carried Darnold, really. LS, man, you went through it. Yeah, you're basically saying all the same things, man, when it comes to Tom Brady.
Not a single lie.
Yeah, Anthony, I believe Chip Kelly had to say too. I believe so. I mean, he better have. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the offensive coordinator. Who does he want to work with? You know what I'm saying? And so SoCal, man, you're saying I'm glad we
Oh
went with
no,
Geno
man.
instead of Darnold.
How far was when did his quarterback get drafted? The Ohio State boy. Wasn't he around late?
He was around late too. That's what I'm saying.
Like that Cam Miller, like, was he? Well, no, I know he was going before Cam Miller, but it was like,
yeah, I think he was 5th. I think Sam Darnold or Howard.
Well, Howard,
Will Howard went in the 5th, I think 5th or 6th.
Unless he just wasn't high on him though, but I don't know.
He wasn't high on him. I gotta tell people, like, when you talk about that game, you talk about all the time. Like, that told me everything I need to know about what he felt about Will Howard.
Yeah,
that told me everything I need to know.
That's why I was like, I don't want no parts.
Will Howard went in the 6th, 185th.
He went in the 6th. Okay. Wait, he went what?
185th.
Oh, so in the 6th round.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, man, it's good. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out, man. Hey, Chewy, man, appreciate the super chat. And I appreciate you popping in with us, man. I appreciate it. We're going to link up for that 49er game, man. We're definitely going to do it without question. At a minimum, link up for a drink beforehand and maybe after, man. So just let me know. We'll keep in touch about it. And so, all right, let's see. Let's keep rolling. What up, young man? Appreciate it. Appreciate you popping in. Jeff, let's see. Jeff, you still fighting for it. You still fighting for it, man. Aiden O'Connell starter 2025. You're still fighting for it.
If that's the case, if that's the case, then Christian Wilkins, yeah, definitely go get your surgery, bro. Go get your surgery, man. Go get your foot taken care of, man.
And Jeff, look, I know you. And let's see. I know you keep. What up, James Furpo? What's happening, man? I see you. What's going on, brother? And I know Jeff gets a lot of shit. All right. I know he gets a lot of shit for it. And here, Jeff, I'm going to back you up in this sense. And I know I've said this to you. I think we were on live together during the draft. Is Aiden O'Connell has gotten a shitty situation. And all I will say is I don't know what we have out of him just yet. That's my take. All right. I just don't know. He's got a shitty situation, multiple offensive coordinators, nothing but injured offensive line, no weapons. I hope that he can get a solid offensive coordinator, Chip Kelly, and Chip Kelly can truly kind of show us what we really have out of him. If he fails and we got Chip Kelly, he's under Chip Kelly for a full season, maybe even the next, and he still just cannot work, then we now know truly what we got out of him. And so
I know what we got.
I'm happy with you. I'm halfway with you, Jeff. I'm halfway with you.
I know what we got out of him.
Yeah. Tom Brady know what we got out of him too.
I don't know. That's maybe why we didn't necessarily draft a top quarterback this year. You just don't know. You don't know. But remember, Tom Brady doesn't have a say in the quarterback room. So, but again, that's going to be an argument for the next at least season or two, without question, for the most part. So we'll see how it all plays out. All right. So let's kind of go back up to the big screen. Bang. All right. And that kind of sums it up, man. Look, I know when we get news, we're going to talk about news. We had Christian Wilkins. We had Thayer Munford last week and get pushed down to guard. So we talked about that. But then obviously we have like a small article of Tom Brady and just how it affects the quarterback room, if at all. I want to touch on that, but we had 2 segments. Start him, bench him, cut him, as well as the blind top 5. We have a little bit of fun. But we're definitely, when news ain't flying too fast, we're going to break down some film. And so we do got Jeremy Chin lined up, but because the Christian Wilkins news.
Let's do that. Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
I think bringing back Jonah Laulu, look at some of the film from last year, but at the same time, Leaky Fotu. I think we're going to kind of break down some of his film. And so we all can kind of get a better dose of just who he is. And if you guys know, come with your popcorn, because we'll break down 35, 40 clips to kind of give you a good realization of what that player is. Sometimes it's really hard to just get a full understanding as to what a player is with 3 or 4 clips, right? You got to really see some consistency. And and you got to be able to kind of show kind of what that player is as a whole. And it also allows me to kind of get back into my happy space. These guys know I get to kind of break down some film. And so I piss off my wife a little bit, but at the same time, I have fun. She knows this is my getaway from coaching back in the day. And so she kind of lets it be a little bit. So, but we're definitely going to break down some film on Tuesday. So hope you guys pop in for that. Man, we appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us. Let me shoot over to my guy, Chris, man. Let everybody know what you got going throughout the week and what to kind of look forward to. And man, your show that you got with Dub Raider on Saturdays.
Yeah, I think we got one more question in the chat. I think from
the
boy, Chris.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah. So before that, pull up Pops. I was gonna answer that or get y'all's view.
Oh,
so
there it is. Here we go. Okay.
Before it's over with, do you believe that Geno will have a bigger impact than Carr? So that's hard to say because Carr's been here for so long. And to be honest, like, Carr's always just been like a above average, mid of the line type of guy. And honestly, I never even was real big on Geno either. So I can't even say I think they're close to the same, level. I think that Geno can really spin the ball. I think Geno has an opportunity to do something special with with Chip Kelly as long as he stays in line and all that stuff. So I think that we'll see some good years with Geno, and I think Geno will actually, before it's said and done, Geno will have more playoff wins as a Raider than Derek Carr did.
More playoff wins. I mean, it's
not a high bar there.
Yeah, it's not. It may not be.
But that's what I'm saying. So that should answer it. I think he should have more of an impact when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
All right, man. Severe, man. What's your thoughts on that?
And the Kardashians ain't gonna like to hear that.
Yeah, man. I agree. I mean, we think of Carr at his best, that 2016 year, and then that year, that last year with Gruden. I think those are probably like his two best seasons. And the season with Josh wasn't terrible in the beginning, but it fizzled out quickly. But I just don't. Like you said, Geno, it's not enough of us. I don't know how long he'll be here. First off, because he's already a little bit older. Yeah. But I do think just quarterback for quarterback, I think he's the better player. I think he has more heart than Carr. I think that was Carr's biggest thing. Carr had the talent, he had the athleticism, he just didn't have no heart. And I think Geno has the talent. I think he has the athleticism, and I think he has the heart as well. And being with the guy here, with Pete Carroll that believes in him, has his full support. I think he'll be able to do some really good things over these next few years. And we kind of saw that when Carr had his best years, when Jack Del Rio was here, and
really
he had that full belief in him. And then when Gruden got here and they fully supported him, completely, and wasn't any real competition there. That's kind of when he had his best years. We didn't have to look over his shoulder. And then the fact we got Chip Kelly as well. I know Chip Kelly, see a guy like Geno who can throw the ball deep. He's a very accurate passer, and he's mobile as well. I think Chip Kelly is going to do some really creative things with this offense. So I think just for a short span, I think that the ceiling that Geno has with this team will be higher than anything Carr ever did.
Yeah, I think as a whole, I do think that Geno has more potential to take the squad that we have today, right? A lot of pieces have to fall in line. This offensive line has to produce. Gentry's got to live up to his expectation.
That's true.
Right? And so it's like I do think that Geno with the pieces around, and he's got a proven offensive coordinator. He's got someone that can call plays that we know has found success in the National Football League. And so and I think there was a question, I think it was actually from your boy Chris Pop, saying, can this defense be top 15, right? If this defense is top 10, that's just another aspect that could help Geno find success. So at the end of the day, I do think that Geno can have a better impact on this organization than Carr did, because we're kind of setting it up for him that way. Geno's a good quarterback. He's mobile. He's very accurate. He's tough. He's got extremely good instincts. I do think one of the things that we probably should break down and look forward to this chat is I definitely want to break down Geno Smith and his quarterback play. A lot of people question his interceptions. I want to take a look at every single interception he had
red zone
last year.
especially the red zone. Definitely.
Yeah, so we'll definitely break that down. But I do think as a whole, Geno Smith in the next 3 years, if he's with us for 3 years, could potentially have a better impact, because I do think that we have a chance, barring any setbacks, we could be a playoff team next year.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I think Geno Smith is good enough. I question whether or not Geno Smith is good enough to win a Super Bowl. I question that with a very big question mark.
Yeah.
But I have no question that Geno can get you to the playoffs. I think Geno can get you to the playoffs with the right pieces around him. So, yeah, I do think that Geno has a really good chance at leaving a bigger mark. Because look, I guess I'll end it with this. Rich Gannon, he was not with us for very long. Rich Gannon did not have very many good seasons, but he got us to a Super Bowl, and that's what everybody kind of grabs onto, right? It's not about how long you allowed us to be good. You just got us to a certain mark in the season. And if Geno can get us to, the third round of playoffs, people are going to grab onto that. So I do think that Geno does have a good chance at leaving a bigger mark on this organization in the next couple of years. So, but we'll definitely break down Geno Smith's game film as well. We'll definitely have fun with that. So, but Chris, I don't think you ended or finished off kind of what you got going on.
Yeah, I didn't even. See, that's an ADD, man. But anyway, Chris Protect the Shield podcast, man. So you guys can catch me on all my social media. As you guys know, kind of focusing on the Raider War Room right now. Me and my boys from TRS, we're cooking up some stuff, man. At least gonna make sure we get to you guys. At least have something cooking. At least once or twice a month or so. So we're gonna get that going. And again, gonna have my show with Spicy Raider on Wednesdays once we get closer to the season. And then, the show that I really enjoy doing with my brother, Dub Raider, and salute the Dub Raider. And I got to bring something up. So the last show that I did with him, I misspoke. And I don't know what I was thinking about, but we were talking about, we were talking about like how many people are on the field or whatever. And I said 12, like I was talking, I was just like, in the, they're not allowed to do 12 on 12s or something. And that little idiot from the Raider Report tried to call me out. So I misspoke, but the little Macaulay Culkin dude, check yourself, bro. Check yourself. I forgot more football than you know, man.
We're going to clip that and put it as a short, and it's going to go viral just for you, Chris. That's what we're going to do.
But salute the Dub Raider, man.
100%, man. Shout out to Dub Raider, man. If you guys are going to be home opener week 2 against Chargers, make sure you hit us up because we're going to be there. We're going to have some fun, link up with some people. And we're going to be on Fremont Street. And then you guys can really see Chris get live. That's all we're saying.
See them feet. See them feet, man.
Feet, man.
Footwork, baby.
Right. It's going to be right. All right, man. Severe, man. Let the people know what you got going on throughout the week.
Yes, sir, man. You guys know what it is. The Severe Raider here on YouTube, on IG, on TikTok, on Snapchat, on X. Basically, all social media is the Severe Raider. Here with my guys, man. Tuesdays and Sundays, rocking out the Raider War Room. My two brothers, Chris from Protect the Shield, with the Shield, and 805
and crown, baby.
805 with the skull and crossbones. The crown resides here, people, right here. And also Tuesdays with the 50-50 show with my dog Pharaoh, and Around the Shield as well on Thursdays, man. Usually we do guests on Thursdays on Around the Shield, man. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, man. If you haven't done so already, I did a dope interview with Dub Raider. He came to my neck of the woods. Make sure you guys check that out. Support his channel, man. He's doing some really, really dope stuff over there, man. And yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, make sure you share it out with some of your Raiders compadres.
Absolutely, man. And Jeff, make sure you guys hit up Jeff because he is doing a GoFundMe for one of the Raider fans and his kid going through some heart surgeries. And so he's definitely doing a good thing for that family, a huge Raider fan. His son is called Raider. He named him Raider. And so, guys, make sure you guys go shoot over there and help out if you can, or at least at the very minimum, kind of show that support and maybe try to share it where you can. So, but definitely appreciate everybody like tapping in with us. Yeah. STEM T, shout out to Pharaoh, man. Him and Severe are always doing it throughout the week. And making the right 50-50 show is always good, except for when I swipe up and go to some crazy nonsense. Inside joke. We always talk about it. Yeah. Okay, Jeff. All right. I just gave you a shout out and then you bring it back. God damn it. I appreciate you. Whatever. But yeah, yes, Tony Chef, Little Raider, 100%, man. Shout out to his family, making sure everything's all good. But if you guys can support without question, definitely try to do so. But at the end, man, I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. You guys are in the Raider War Room. We hit you guys on Sundays and Tuesdays. During the season, we hit you guys on Sundays to break down the game, but at the same time on Tuesdays, we chop up and we break down some game film. But anytime news hits, we try to jump on and hit you guys with our takes on it. But we also try to make sure that we give you guys our takes on it as well. And so, and it's never LS, get out of here. God damn it. But I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. I rock out with my guys, but I also do my individual videos whenever news pops up. Try to hit you guys with some instant reactions on my takes. But then I always try to jump on here and definitely get the takes from my guys here because I respect what they say and I respect what they do and their opinions as well. Because at the end of the day, I got mine, but I definitely like to get their take and the chat's take as well. So we appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you guys tap in with us on Tuesdays because we're going to on this Tuesday because we're going to break down some film, whether it be Jeremy Chin, Leaky Fotu, Jonah Laulu, and we're going to try to hit you guys with a little bit of game film from Geno Smith as well. So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. Hey, and have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great rest of your weekend, wherever you're at. And shit, man, we'll see you guys on Tuesday. We're out of here.